Welcome to the Exit 333 podcast, coming to you from Plymouth White Marsh High School, where Kevin and the crew talk about anything they feel like.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Exit 333 podcast. Another guest we've got here today is my mom. If I'm not able to do another, we might be able to get one more of these in after this. I don't know how my schedule works out. But if this is all for this school year of Exit 333, we'll move in a different direction in the summer. I'll come up with some plan for this. I'm not going to let the podcast just die completely. But today, for wrapping up my senior year of high school, trying not to make mom cry in the process, is my mom. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Really exciting to see this media room and see Brielle and Jake, who I know and love.
Thank you.
And Jake is here.
Once again, glad to be back, always.
What was that? It just sounded like a whole computer came crashing onto the ground.
Should I go check to see if they're okay?
I think they're fine.
Okay. They'll figure it out.
No, they'll figure something out.
Unless someone screams the word help, we don't need to go out there.
That would be a good plan. And Brielle is here as well.
Yeah.
So, first thing I wanted to get to, and I have some other things we can go to, but first thing I wanted to get to was, in general, over this whole year, and I know last podcast, if you listened to it, was a long, sentimental run-through or think about the future type podcast.
Yes, with Blizzard and gear.
And we're going to probably not do that today. More laughter and funny
Yes.
things to talk about because Jake has some stuff he wants to bring up.
Yeah, I have some.
We can probably go
I
down
think we all probably have stories from the last time we've recorded.
from
this
the last time. Yeah, but the last time we did one as us three with someone. But my first thing was, of all the podcasts, and I know from Mom, she listens to every single podcast, everything I do. And one of the fun things that I always think when Mom's listening is she always says that everything she knows about the Phillies is like only through me. All of her opinions are just what I had to say. No other outside sources, just my thoughts is what Mom knows as opinion. So for that, I proposed this question. Of all the Exit 333 podcast things you've listened to, what's the favorite one that you've listened to or done?
Like one specific favorite one?
Yeah.
I really like the first one that we did back, what was it, November?
Yeah. We've been doing this for a while.
It's been, yeah.
Wow,
I really like the Monero one. The Monero one was definitely
I
the
like that one.
We covered a lot of different topics. Unlike the one with Gear we talked about for sleep for
45
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, for
she was
45
like-
minutes.
Kevin, she was like calling us like old like grandparents or something.
Yes. And then that was a good one. And Mom, do you have a favorite one that you've listened to? I know.
Oh, and the Lori and Lizzie one. I love that one.
It's hard to say which one's the favorite, especially because the most recent one I listened to was the Mr. Blizzard one. And I thought that one was so good. And so that one's fresh in my mind. And of course, we weren't going to go to the, looking to the future topics, but I did love a lot of the advice that was given. And Jake, your words of wisdom about trying something, I think is something to hone in on and to use in every aspect of life. And Mr. Blizzard just saying his comment about being that person that's at their peak in high school. It's great if you're enjoying high school and you're having a good experience, but that's not who you want to be. Those are the people you're like, oh, that person, So that was.
It shouldn't be just like a giant drop off.
No.
Like it should be like you should keep going. It bumps along the way, but eventually, like it should be like it's more about not just a destination. It's more about the journey. And again, with the sentimental quotes.
That was what I had for like my 8th grade yearbook quote, like something just
Really?
like that.
You had 8th grade yearbook quotes?
Yeah, because I graduated from my old school. Like it didn't go like it was just a K through 8 school, so I just graduated.
Yeah,
from
I get
there.
that.
But it was that quote. It was something like Drake said. I'm pretty sure Drake did not write that
Well,
quote.
like Aerosmith, life's a journey, not a destination.
Yeah, it was saying about how it's
But
all
it's not
about the
just
journey
Aerosmith.
and not. Yeah, it was saying how it was like about the journey, not the destination. And I was like, I don't know. I forget it now, but
Do you still have that yearbook?
I do. I have to find it though.
So that one is fresh in my mind. So unfortunately, that one is just what comes up, and those nuggets of wisdom were really, really, really good and something to hold on to. So And I liked it was the one with Hoffman, I think, about the AI
The
in
AI.
school and her response to dealing with it. And I thought that was really
Oh, I like
interesting
that
too.
one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The AI and the line question were the two big things from that podcast. So Jake,
Yeah.
how have your last few weeks been since we last did this podcast wise, and since
They've been
we were
going
last
well.
here?
Yeah, I've been started to work at you know where 1912 Country Club is?
Yeah.
It's right up the street from the middle school. Yeah, so I've been working there a couple shifts after school. Worked last night. Next shift is Monday, so it's going well. Getting back, starting like a work ethic, and starting to make some money after only working 3 times since the summer ended. So it's going well.
That's good. And you picked. Was that after we had you last time? Because you haven't been with us since Miss Joy's podcast. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow, that's been a while. Yeah, that's been a really long time.
that's been a while down the road. I got to pull up these questions that Caleb wrote down for Caleb's question of the day.
And I also went on the trip to PA history. We went
How
on
was
the,
that?
Yeah, one of my
How was
other
that?
friends was on that.
And the senior school, and we could talk about that later. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was really fun. So we walked from near where Penn's Landing is on the Delaware River.
Mhm.
So we walked from that to the Schuylkill River where Boathouse Row is. And we stopped by Independence Hall, Betsy Ross's house, and a bunch of like major historical monuments in Philadelphia.
How many people were there?
I'll probably say about 20, 25 kids. It was just Mr. Culp who was chaperoning it, which it would be kind of stressful to chaperone 20 kids in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys go to Reading Terminal Market?
Yes, we did. We went
Yeah,
there,
'cause-
and we also went there for lunch too. Which have you ever been there?
Yes. Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems like a fun day day out.
It was definitely worth it. And the funny story I was going to tell you about that was when we're at Independence Hall, this kid brought a frisbee and we're just throwing around, and this kid tries to throw me the frisbee and just has a terrible throw and ends up
Oh,
hitting a
God.
random tourist taking a picture of Independence Hall.
Oh no.
And I just
Oh
I covered
my
my
God.
mouth. And then even though I wasn't the one who did, I went up to him to grab the frisbee and I apologized. I said sorry for him. It's like, have a good rest of your day.
That is
That's
rough.
This is Philly.
Yeah, oh
this
my
is
God.
Philly.
And then I think it was a different kid who started throwing it to Mr. Culp and went over his head, over a fence, into the bush that was behind the Liberty Bell.
oh my God,
So you had
what?
to hop the fence to go get
Oh,
the
they
frisbee.
actually went and got it?
Yeah. Yeah, so...
That frisbee caused way too many problems.
Yeah, wait, and we pretty much just
So
threw
I
it,
was
and,
thinking,
like,
no frisbee.
It was pretty much, the grass was like pretty much 2 football fields, and we just like ran across it, throwing the frisbee to each other.
Oh, wow.
And when we were leaving Reading Terminal Market, this kid got pastries, and he had apple fritter, and then somehow he dropped it, and then just see it roll into the street.
Oh,
And I just
my
walked
God.
away, and I just could not believe it. I just started laughing. I mean, I know it's probably seems a little wrong, but in the
No.
moment,
I would have done the same thing.
in the moment, I just started hysterically laughing. So it was a good trip, though.
Yeah, that I heard him talk. I heard him talking about that, and then he came from that. That was on Tuesday, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So then from that, Culp came up to the softball game that I've been doing, and if you're on this channel from the softball team, welcome to an Exit 333 podcast. But I've been doing those games, so Culp came up to that from there. I'm like, he spent almost his entire day outside doing stuff, kind of
Yeah.
like senior swim day, which
Mhm.
was nice and fun outside. What'd you do that whole time?
Yeah, I obviously like was in the pool a couple times. I played volleyball. You know, wasn't super good at it at first, but then I got the hang of it, and then did the greasy watermelon.
Oh, yeah, I heard about
You know what that is?
No, and I didn't get to hear about the senior
like-
swim because I worked last night, so I didn't see Kevin.
They grease like a watermelon and they like pass it, if I'm not mistaken.
'Cause
Or like you try to
watermelon-
hold on to it or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, because watermelons float, and if you greasy, it's like hard to hold on. So they have these 2 teams, and they just throw in the middle of the. You've been to Primer, right? You guys are members.
Yeah. Mhm.
So at the 9 feet in the well, they just throw the watermelon. 2 teams try to get the other side. It's kind of like football or like rugby.
It's
In a
not
pool.
easy.
No, it is.
It's not
No.
easy.
It's
and there's-
super chaotic.
And as Caleb was saying, we're watching. He goes, "What are there any rules?" And we look at no rules.
Rule number
Just
1: there are no rules.
The rule is get the watermelon to your side. Rule number 2, NA. No, you can be as physical as you want to get to this watermelon.
And obviously you're treading water because you're in the well.
Yes.
So
That's what makes it so
puts
much
it next
harder.
level.
It's like-
Right.
It's exhausting.
Yes, I got dunked underwater several times when I was doing it. Yeah.
So
Whoa.
Jake participated. I did not participate.
I love the hand.
I watched.
No big watermelon coming your way.
I watched them smash both the watermelons.
Oh gosh,
You managed to break them both.
we did not break them. It was
You did not.
I think it was both girls,
Girls
matches.
teams. It was It was the soccer girls team. I
Mhm.
think Mia and that group smashed one into the wall, and they went to take it out, and I guess they threw it up against the wall, and thinking that wasn't gonna break it, and then it kind of cracked in half. And then the other girls team, it kind of broke in the middle of the pool.
Yeah.
I guess from so much punching at it, and they just called it a draw, and then they ran out of watermelons.
Sounds like it made a mess.
So we were out of watermelons. It actually, I don't think made as big of a mess as I thought it would.
No, I thought there were gonna be chunks that were gonna be in the pool.
Ew.
That's what I was picturing.
Oh.
And the pool was warm. They heated it to 80 degrees.
It was a little cold. If you're just standing there, you're probably gonna be a little bit cold. But if you keep moving, it's not really that big of a deal.
Well, the problem was it was colder outside than it was in the water.
Yeah.
So your under your neck or whatever would be, warm-ish, and then your head and ears would be cold. And you're standing like, and also the music choice at the beginning was terrible. I don't know if you heard it.
It was more of like
God.
disco, like
It was like disco
club,
music with like
or like
no words.
or like frat party music.
And then
What?
it's like someone got the clue or the in clue that, no one knows what's going on in the music. So it was while everyone else went to go eat, and me and Caleb went to swim, and we had the whole pool to ourselves.
Yeah, I did see you guys.
We were just chilling in the pool, and I had the diving board to myself. So I'm standing there, I'm like, could you play a good song, please, that I can like dance off the diving board to?
Mhm.
And I'm like trying to find something. It's all this disco music, and then they go with good old Tom Petty.
Oh,
3 straight Tom Petty songs. It's like they changed the station to Tom Petty.
that's
And
always a win.
It was great, and I was enjoying Tom Petty, and then some other person came and joined me, and I'm like, oh, now I have to keep moving, because I would jump in and I would just kind of swim there in the well and then
Yeah.
jump back out. But
Because if you're the only person there, you can do whatever you want.
yeah, once I got out, they took the lifeguard off that stand
Mhm.
because there was no one else there. It was just Caleb by the time I got out, but it was fun.
Yeah.
we had a good time.
I had a good time. And I made a couple good stops. Like they were like almost like on the verge of throwing the watermelon on the gutter, which is like the ultimate goal. And like I kept like swatting it back, and then eventually some random kid, like we're all looking for the watermelon. I had goggles, which was such a smart move. And then I just look down and I see this kid almost on the wall, so I just like go down and I just wrap my arms around him.
Oh
So, like,
my
and I just,
god.
like pry the watermelon out of his hands.
Wait, did you guys play with the rest of the kids in the school, or like random people that
No,
were there?
it was pretty much
It was
just all-
rented out. It was rented out
Ah.
PW only at the swim club.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I don't think it was open to the public.
It was not correct.
Like,
It was
who
all.
the random kid?
Oh, it was a kid. It was a senior. Jackson Sutcliffe from
Was
our
it
English
him?
class.
Was
yeah,
it
was him.
Okay.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
really got
he's going
into
to
it,
West-
Jake.
he's
Yes.
going- he's
It's
going to
amazing.
Westchester.
It's like playing
Jackson
football in the water.
It was. I heard from other people that they were used as springboards or whatever. As one person used another
What?
person's shoulder to push them down, and the other one go up. And then I heard from this other girl told me that she elbowed someone in like the chest to get the
Ow.
ball to get the watermelon, and then she like got on top of the watermelon so she could be the one holding it down and be the one
By
to
any
slowly
means
move it
necessary.
across the pool. That was the team that drew because they broke the watermelon in the middle.
Yeah, they're probably the most physical. If
They were the
watermelon
most
breaks.
they were the most physical. I wasn't even on the very edge watching, but it was pretty cool. Like once they said everyone go over there, everybody went over there. Not many people were. There were a couple stragglers, of course, but
Yeah.
90% of the people actually went over to watch. It was not like, oh, this is happening and no one else is doing it. Everyone got their teams together
Yeah.
pretty quickly. There were even more teams to go if they didn't smash the watermelons.
Yeah, I'm glad. I wasn't sure if my team was able to go. Like
Yeah.
I was with a couple guys and we formed a team like that. It was pretty quick.
It was like, you hear the watermelon thing, you need teams of 6, boom, there's teams of 6.
Yeah.
When you go to a swim club, or when any of you in your life have
I've-
gone to a swim
I've been
club,
to a few swim clubs.
or like at a pool, are there like games that, like, Mom, I know you did your bobbing thing. You should tell your bobbing story.
Bobbin.
You know, when you bob, you go down in the water and like breathe out and then come back
Yeah.
up and
Yes.
go back down. It's
Yeah.
like called a bob.
Yeah.
Nobody believes this, but I did with my sister on vacation 1,000 bombs in a row.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah. We were at a vacation in an island resort, and she and I were always making up all kinds of games. So that was the goal. And we did 1,000 bombs. And honestly, nobody believes it.
Like in total or just you?
Total.
Oh.
She and I both.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay,
that
up,
was
down, up, down,
1,000.
down.
1,000 is
With no stopping at all.
No stopping.
How tired were you?
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know we did
how
1,000
old were you?
bombs. I mean, I had to have been. I have no idea. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah.
Mom's an all state around the world traveler almost of our general area. Mom has been to a lot of places, and she was little and took a bunch of trips, right?
I was lucky enough to have a family that took us on vacation as children, never
Yeah.
left us, always took us.
Mhm.
My parents always
Yeah.
took my sister and me with them. And my dad worked really hard my entire childhood. So he looked forward to these 2 weeks every summer. That was his time to relax and live it up. And so, and I got the benefit of that. And we were always brought along, and so I got to travel to many places, most of them relaxing vacations, like
Yeah.
Caribbean islands and
Ooh.
cruises, and
I miss-
we even went to
the
France once,
cruise.
Hawaii a couple times. So yes, I was very fortunate to have experienced that, and a dad who just needed that in his
Yeah.
life, and I got to reap the benefits.
How'd you like Paris?
I was a little
Weren't
bit
you there?
older then.
Yeah, I was also there as well.
Yeah, very tired because of the jet lag. So my dad would
Mhm.
make us, you sleep all night on the plane,
Yeah.
you wake up and it's like night, but it's morning there or something. So he made us, we always joke, he made us power through the entire day.
Uh-huh.
So my mom's like, I don't remember one thing about that day. And I'm
Wow.
not sure I do too, other than being really tired. But I don't remember it as well. I, remember getting steak frites every single
Oh, yes.
restaurant because that's all I understood. So steak and French fries, and it being a little frustrating not knowing the language
Mhm.
and going to a restaurant being like, all right, what can I get? Then not being able to read the menu.
Yeah.
And even though I took French, of course, I wasn't able to communicate. So it was a really cool experience. So when were you there?
I was there October of freshman year. I went there, I think 5 or 6 days with my mom, my sister, and my grandma, and it was a really nice city. Some places were a lot better than others, but overall I had a great time. I'm 100% going to go again one day.
Right. I remember taking a walk with my sister around Paris, and somehow my parents let us, but we were a little bit older and really not knowing where we were, what areas we were going into is what I recall, but we made it back to the hotel. So
We've all had our fair share of travel stories, and we brought
Yeah.
brought a lot of them to this. And Jake also has spent a lot of time in Portugal?
Yeah,
Right.
correct.
Because
Yeah,
you
My
have-
mother's from there.
So
That
we
is
all
neat.
we all have those different things, and I noticed I skipped over the rest of my pool question
Mhm.
in my conversation. I skipped my question was like, is there a game you like to play when you go to swim club or whatever?
Yeah, it depends on where exactly in the pool. Like in the general area, it's probably either lifeguard. Have you played that?
I swear
Yeah,
I
silence,
have when I was like
silence,
much younger.
lifeguard, same thing.
Yeah, it's like, so you have to swim from one end to the other pool, one end of the pool to the other, and they have a person standing out. And every time the person out of the pool looks back, they have to take a step forward, and then you try to get to the pool, like the other side of the pool, and then if they see you, they jump in and try to tag you. And if they tag you, then you're it.
And you restart at the
Correct.
start of the thing. Now, another name for that is silence.
Just silence.
Yeah, I remember we called it silence, and I never knew what lifeguard meant, but because we called the game silence.
Yeah, when I first started playing, I thought it was like you pretend to actually like save someone in the pool, and I realized it's the complete opposite.
Yeah, no.
Well, names of games kind of half the time sometimes have no actual meaning of what the game really is. For example, the game that Dad plays at Plymar Swim Club is the baseball game, which is the game there's a bunch of lines on the bottom of that pool, like swimming lane lines.
Yeah.
And one person would start at the wall, and the other person would start three of those blue lines in to the pool. and you have to go down. Both of you go down at the same time. Goggles are kind of needed for this game. Both of you go down at the same time, and then the one person on the wall gets to push off the wall and has to touch the second line in the middle of you before the person on this side comes in and tags them. How that's baseball, I have no idea.
It seems you just play with your dad and your grandpa, or
No, dad and friends or whatever. And Lori will plays
I
at some
want to play
point.
that at some
That
point.
does seem fun.
It's a really you can only kind of do it at the swim club because there isn't really another place with lines like
Yeah.
that.
I was not even aware of that game. Never been a games person whatsoever, but you and Dad and Lori,
And we've
all three are. So I'm the one, treading water on my back and just not playing games. So I don't even know of that game, but it sounds fun.
What about you, Brielle? Any go-to pool games?
Marco Polo. I mean, I know that's like a basic one, but I've been playing that with like my sisters for like ever.
because I was always worried I'd run into someone. That's
Yeah,
not
that's
playing.
Kevin would
Yeah,
probably get
I mean
injured.
that's why we like to play it when it's not as crowded at the pool.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's a staple. I used to do that as a kid.
I mean, it's a classic. It's like it's one of the few ones I'll actually play with them because I
Right.
don't really like play a lot of pool games.
Right.
I
That's
always
a good
hated
one.
it when people who weren't playing would say polo just to mess with you.
Right.
Oh my God, I
You can't
hated
trust
that.
anyone with your eyes closed.
I also
in
would do that at the
situation.
playgrounds, and which would be way worse of a place.
Oh, boy.
God.
That sounds really dangerous.
I mean, Marco Polo is fun on a trampoline.
Oh yes, it is
Oh,
fun.
wow.
I used to play it at my cousin's trampoline.
Yeah, I've done that once before because when people in our neighborhood used to have a trampoline.
As long as you have the net.
Yeah, oh my God, you did have the net. Marco
Fall straight off.
Not only the seeker, everyone would be falling off.
Yes.
It would be quite the thing. So it actually leads into Caleb's question of the day. That's why I brought that up. Because as we know, Caleb comes up with a question for this, and they can be all over the place. Today's question is a little different. Caleb said,
God.
word for word,
I did not print out a paper.
no, because he didn't put anything else really on this note sheet. Caleb question, what are your top 5 favorite TV game shows?
TV game
Oh,
shows?
No. Caleb's questions. And also Lori does this a lot with favorite, and I have a very hard time with
Let's just
anything that
do, like,
involves a
If
favorite.
we like,
Because I love
what are the
everything.
what are the game shows or TV shows? We can go deeper into like reality TV or different type of TV shows
reality
because there's a
TV.
bunch of different TV shows. Like a game show technically is not like Shark Tank isn't a game show.
It's still a good show.
It's a good show, but it's not a game show. But that's like
Love
I always
Shark
remember
Tank.
watching. That's a fun show
Yeah.
to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Also-
I mainly watch it on YouTube clips.
Also, I'll never be I don't know if I could ever come up with an idea that I would want to bring up to those 5 people to then completely criticize your idea. If it's not even close to what they want, you have to be perfect for those people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like to bring any idea though forward, I guess you have to have the courage and believe in yourself. So someday, you never know.
And make sure you don't get absolutely torn apart on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Well, that's why it's called Shark Tank.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess game show wise, there was I remember there used to be that. Well, there's the classic. If you know game shows, Jeopardy is the classic game show.
Family Feud's really fun.
R.I.P. Alex Trebek.
Family Feud can be
Yes.
funny.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Alex Trebek. But
Yeah.
then you have the people that are not smart enough for Jeopardy
Which
play
is
Celebrity
me.
Family Feud, or not Celebrity Family, it's Celebrity Jeopardy, and I think I saw Colin Jost starting something of some like comedy Jeopardy or something about like sitcoms and stuff, or like
Wow.
comedy stuff, which is probably questions the general human can get right compared to the random Roman BC 324 BC. There was this Roman guy at this stage in life.
Right. You have
Exactly.
to be a real trivia person
Yeah.
to know that stuff.
Do you
Or
watch
way
Family Feud?
smarter.
Not consistently, but I'll watch the clips.
Yeah,
Because there's some of the clips on YouTube are like, my favorite is the naked grandma one. You know
Naked
that clip?
Grandma.
You know that clip? It's the guy, and he goes, what would you? The question is, what would you want? What would you? What was the like? What would you not want to see at 2 a.m. in the morning, or whatever? And the first thing that this guy smacks the button and says is "naked grandma." That's the first thing that comes over this man's consciousness. Is like that is what we have chosen. Like, what are popular people with the name Steve? Which Steve Harvey's the host, and someone else doesn't say the first thing they do. They say a different guy with the name Steve, and he looks at him like,
He's like, are you serious?
I'm standing right in front of you.
I think Family Feud has gone downhill in a major
It
way.
used to
Really?
be so funny.
Yeah, it
though.
used to be funny. I feel like now it's just
Overdone.
really wacky.
Like I remember when I was on like a cruise this like past summer, and they actually had like a live Family Feud. They obviously couldn't film it for like copyright reasons, but it was actually so funny because they did like a whole reenactment and everything.
that, right. And I'm sure the questions were family friendly in that
Yeah,
situation
most of them
to
were.
a point, or fun and funny.
Yeah,
I can see the layout being funny. I think they've gone
The layout
really,
it was
really
exactly
wacky
like it. Yeah,
with the
it
questions.
was awesome.
Did
Yeah.
you want it? Like, did they just ask people if they wanted to participate?
They had to interview you.
Really?
Yeah, my sister and my two sisters, I think they were too young to be on it or something. I don't know what the conflict was, but like
Were you trying to get on it?
I wanted to.
You didn't get on?
We didn't interview for it. It's just we didn't fully agree on it, I don't think.
Then you might not have been a good team.
Oh yeah, my sister and I would have been like screaming at each other the whole time.
Would not have gone well. Here's a better question. If there's a thing like I would love to see, this would be interesting, like a dramatized, or
I say the same thing. My mom always like yells at me for it.
or dramatized or whatever version of bingo.
Drama
Yeah,
version
bunch
of bingo.
Like I guess like a higher stakes because it's such a random and like you could add different things into it. That would be a funny thing to watch, like a nightly show on like one of those channels that has nothing going else on.
I guess the problem with bingo is it
So
really
random.
is just luck.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's all it
It's-
is.
There's no strategy involved.
Do you have a business idea, Kevin, for a new TV show?
Yeah.
that you
No,
could bring
shoot.
onto Shark Tank?
Chaotic bingo.
Chaotic bingo.
Yeah, you'd have to change the rules of
Yes,
bingo.
you have to
That's
change the rules,
there you
but
go.
chaotic bingo, I don't know.
with high prize. It's like how they do bingo on cruise ships, and it's really exciting because the
Bingo on
prizes are
cruise
like
ships is
a
so
week-long cruise can be like one of the bingo prizes. So that makes it so much fun.
Yeah, I was just watching. That's actually why I brought another thing. It's like we're related somehow because I was just gonna bring up the
We're a little
cruise
bit
ship-
too alike
You're
at times.
I was just gonna bring up cruise ship bingo from my Disney podcast that I was listening to, and they were saying how cruise ship bingo in Japan is insane because of how serious those people take it. There will be a line out the door and down the stairs on can I get into the room for cruise ship bingo, especially on a Disney cruise when you technically can't. There's no gambling on a Disney cruise, so bingo is the closest thing these people can get to gambling. So the thing is completely sold, completely packed. People standing next to the wall with their little card trying to win some prize.
Well, because the prizes are a week-long vacation or better.
Yeah, well, I mean, why wouldn't you want to compete in it? Exactly. Would you consider American Ninja Warrior a game show? Because it's like an obstacle course and it's a competition.
I guess so.
In
I don't
a
know.
way.
I don't know what other category that goes in though.
I mean, it could be sports reality, but
America's Got Talent.
America's Got Talent.
Is that a game show?
Oh.
Or is that a?
That's a good question. I wouldn't.
We need the
That's a
technicality.
competition.
It's a competition, like The
those are like
Voice.
contest shows, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a specific term for it, but I mean, it probably all falls under that category.
America's Got Talent. I think we watched the 2017 version of it, and then after that, we're like, okay, saw enough. We're good.
Yeah,
No
but
one-
I was like, I
nothing
don't
could-
like this, and you got me so involved.
Yeah, but because of the Darcy Lynn girl who won,
Oh my gosh!
and we
Wait, I
watched that
remember
entire
her.
season.
Do you know her, G?
Darcy Lynn.
The
Oh my God.
ventriloquist.
I'm gonna look her up.
Ventriloquist, a little girl who could make her thing sing, her doll sing without moving her lips and singing just as well as like
But like with,
somebody
like,
on
opera
American
type singing,
Idol.
yeah.
Really?
Oh, and she was adorable, and the doll had a personality. It
Did
was
she win the whole thing?
so good.
Wow.
She was ridiculously talented.
And she was a, I don't know, teenager.
I don't even think she
I'm gonna
was.
look
Yeah,
her
you
up
look her
now.
up.
Really
She's
young.
older now,
She's old,
obviously,
yeah.
but look her up at the time.
And like America's
she's
Got Talent, you
adorable.
win like $1 million and your own show
She's a
in
singer
Vegas
now,
or whatever.
apparently.
Yeah, you do win a
Yes.
lot.
Yeah.
To be able to sing like that without moving your lips and also control a doll is just a ridiculous. Brings it to the next level.
Yes.
And put your personality on
That's
yourself
her.
and a doll.
Oh, yes. Now I know. Yes. I just couldn't imagine it.
That
Mhm.
split second of knowing but America's Got Talent always the stuff I liked on there, and I think you agree, is the like it's not a show that I want to see the singers on because there's so many other shows for
Mhm.
singing. Like I don't mind having like a chorus set up there, but like those choruses that would come on, the stunt people that would do different things, or trained dogs, or
Mhm.
little comedic
I always love
things.
the dog ones where the dogs can do like all these like cool tricks and stuff.
Yeah, it's always good. Like once you get past that like auditions round, because the auditions round is so predictable now. The way they do it, they do like the whole show, and the last act is gonna be the golden buzzer thing. So there's no like surprise element to it.
Mhm.
Once you get like closer in like the second round and the third round, when they start doing the live shows, that's when you can tune in and see, because all these people are good. There's no Seth words and
Yes.
different bad acts of the time.
Because the American and the British, especially the first round, has some really poor performances.
Some really weird stuff comes on that
Exactly.
stage.
Like I remember, I'm not sure if you've seen this, a guy with the two towels and they like keep shifting the rotation. Like they don't have any
What?
clothes on, and then they're just
Ew.
like doing some like work, and then eventually like one of the guys loses the towel, so he just doesn't have any clothes on. He's on the
my-
stage
ew.
in front of all these people and just has to run out of the camera frame.
That's an X.
I get that. I agree. I got an X.
And then I remember I saw one that's like summer of 2018. That was when I was the most involved with it, and I saw this one where this guy put hot wax on his eyes so he can't see.
Are you
And then
serious?
wraps his head with tinfoil, and then takes out a samurai sword, and then cuts a pineapple over Howie Mandel's head.
What?
I feel like I remember.
It's
the
super. It
cutting,
stands out.
Cutting with a sword, and like, yes, really.
I remember
You have to show me
dangerous.
that one
I
later.
remember this guy was Tape Face or whatever. You remember Tape
What?
Face?
Yeah.
And all he
Sounds
did,
ridiculous.
and all he did, he was wearing like a striped. It looked like he was it was like the when you watch like Beetlejuice and that striped outfit that Beetlejuice wears,
Mhm.
and he had a piece of duct tape right over his mouth. And
Yes.
it's a big thick piece of black duct tape on Tape Face mouth. And I don't know what he did, but he did like all these things that he comes on the stage and they go, "What's your name?" And he's just standing there because he can't make words because his face is covered with tape. And he made it all the way towards the live shows somehow. I don't even know what the guy did. And then the other one that I remember, I don't know if you've seen this one, the human water fountains.
Human water fountain.
What?
Like they just go like they have water and then like goes
Yes.
back.
Yes, this is solely
Yeah.
4 guys come out of the thing. They're like, ooh, and they're just blowing water in the air, and they would do different stunts where like the 2 guys would stand on the side. It's a talent. Like I get it. It's a talent. It's a strange talent that you can projectile this water out of your mouth in such a way that you can make a little like water
Ring?
Like loop.
yeah, kind of like a rainbow arch. There it is. I got it. I got there eventually. But they made that arch, and they would have like the other people go through it and blow up, and then like balance a rubber duck or something on the water.
It seems cool
Water.
to watch, but it seems kind of gross to be in.
Oh,
So
then
it's-
they would shoot it into each
Exactly.
other's mouths. That's when it got really
Yeah.
disgusting.
Okay, that's terrible.
Right, it is a talent, but it's pretty.
That is so
gross.
gross.
Also, how do you figure out you have that talent?
you just like spit water. I mean, people probably have do it. I won't say on a normal basis, but people have done it before. They probably just found like, oh, I'm good with this, and they probably just kept practicing over and over again
And
until
you get
eventually.
just onto the
found it.
stage. Now there are some that come through that are like incredible singers, and this one lady who came through, I will always remember. They didn't know where she was trying to start the thing, and then she walked through the crowd and did like a singing of "Rain on My Parade." Don't tell me, dun, 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 dun. I don't know the words, but the woman comes through. And then there was the one I think that almost everyone has seen.
Mm-hmm.
Is the guy with playing different like lyrics of a song and how you misinterpret the lyrics. I don't know if
Really?
you've- and the guy goes like in the gotta be okay, ooh doo doo doo, let's and instead gotta pee okay because like it's how you mishear lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and he would show them up on the screen.
Yeah,
Like those are the type of people. That's an entertaining show to a point.
it is.
To a point.
Right. You don't have to watch it religiously every single year, but
No.
popping in here and there.
Figuring out who
Yeah.
the next get, and also like it also depends on who's hosting the show because certain people are better like running the thing, like, and then they after that season we watched Darcy Lynn 1, they changed up all the people who were judges and it wasn't
Wait, who are all the judges now?
I know Simon Cowell's always on there.
because he
Is Tyra
created it.
Banks still?
No,
I don't think
Mel
so.
B.
Terry
Yes.
Crews does it. Terry Crews is the host.
Yeah, I know
Like
that.
the person
He's
that
a good
like
host.
is like behind stage. Is that what? Yeah, Terry Crews was.
Yeah,
that
Terry
job.
Crews
Is
is
Mel
that.
B still on it?
Oh, I think she came back. She
From
left
Spice
and
Girls?
came. She left
Which
and came
one
back.
is the one with Sophia?
Vergara.
Vergara.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love Sofia
she's
Vergara.
she's a guest on that. She's a host too. Yeah.
That's that
Like
one.
she's like
yeah.
a panelist, and then of course Howie, and then because the original cast was Simon Cowell,
Mm-hmm.
Howard Stern,
Oh, that's a long
Yeah,
time
I
ago.
Howard
Yeah, I know.
Stern, Heidi Klum, and Mel B.
Oh my god.
That was the original.
That's
See,
group
that
of-
was-
That's
that
a
was-
good cast.
that was
That's
such a good
Yeah,
cast.
right,
And
right,
then
right.
Howard
I watched
Stern.
that.
Howard Stern left, and Howie Mandel came in, or I think for
See,
a
I
point.
loved Howie.
For
Like,
He was good.
a point there, Simon left to do other things, and Howard took over the main role,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Howard and
Howie Mandel.
Howard
was
Stein
always
and
so
Howie
funny.
Mandel.
He is good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the one was used to. Yeah, was Simon, Howie, Mel B, and Heidi Klum.
Yeah,
That was the one we watched.
that
I
was the good group,
Yeah,
and then things changed.
I remember. Yeah, Gabrielle Union was also on that as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forget there was this blonde lady. I forget. They were both on it when. Remember that kid who was blind and had autism, and he had an incredible singing voice, and he got the golden buzzer. You have to watch it. It's probably in terms of singing, it's probably my favorite singing one out of all of them.
Aw.
I don't know that one.
Like as soon as he went on the piano, like he just
Oh,
completely
yeah.
changed.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I
didn't-
remember
yeah,
that
I
one.
don't remember that one.
Other than that, for like, I know Mom has watched American Idol at points,
Mm-hmm.
and have you watched The Voice? Are you a Voice person?
No, I watched
Oh, I
American
love The
Idol
Voice.
until I ran out of time, and then I thought, yeah, I never watched The Voice.
The Masked Singer is also fun. Like I like.
I've tried that when it
I always
first
like
came
that
out.
one.
I'm like, these aren't big celebrities, but of course they're not. I don't know. Maybe it's improved. I wasn't a fan.
I liked it. It wasn't my favorite. The Voice was definitely like that was my favorite. I mean, I just loved all the hosts that were on there, like Kelly Clarkson, Ariana Grande, Michael Bublé,
Yeah.
Kelsey Ballerini was on it too.
Yeah, see, did not watch
Michael
that.
Bublé, Mom. Friend.
Bubbly.
Overdone with the Christmas song. Way too many Christmas
Remember,
songs.
so the Masked Singer, do they just like try to guess who's in the costume?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
But
That's
you would
essentially all
know.
it
But
is.
you would know like the obscure athletes and stuff that they put up there. And
Oh, I'm sure.
I
I'm
wouldn't.
sure.
I don't know a lot of the people, so
I never got into that one, but and then there's the old tale of like other type of shows on TV because you have all your sports shows. And now I've got into a whole TV conversation, but then you have your sitcom shows, your long watch shows. I was just talking to someone about the Apple TV, the Ted Lasso show.
mhm.
I want to start. That.
I've only seen one
Everybody-
episode. From it.
Oh, you guys, both of you would absolutely love it. You have to watch it.
But you have to have Apple TV.
I just started. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
When I never watched that.
Oh my god, it's like it's an odd sense of humor. Like I was just telling you the other
Yeah.
day, like it's a weird sense of humor, but it's like I forget who the leads are in that.
Danny
Danny
DeVito,
DeVito,
right? Yeah.
and that's
yeah,
I think
what's the other guy's name?
Rob Ringel. No, not Rob Ringel. Rob McElhenney.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I-
But
I-
you should both watch. I think we did the Apple thing for like a month to watch Ted
Really?
Lasso. You guys really need to do it.
The one or two episodes I watched over at Alex's house. It definitely caught my attention
It's
to like
good.
to like continue watching it.
It's one of those like comedies that also makes you cry.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I tried watching Schitt's Creek and I couldn't get into it.
it takes a while. You have to adjust. We watched it. I thought Lori was not going to like it. And then next thing you know, again, you're so attached and crying on the last episode. You just have to stick in.
Everyone's all like,
Did you
staring
watch
at
it,
me.
Jake?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it before.
Watch it.
It has Catherine O'Hara in it.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Steve
Oh my
Levy.
God.
Very,
and
very,
David Levy or
very
whatever.
funny. The dad and the dad are the dad and the son are dad and son in real
I
life. They created the show. You know them.
Yeah. I love the
And
son.
then
I
the
always
sister
forget his name.
is in the
What's-
show in real
what's-
Levy. Or wait, in the show.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, he was. Oh my god, he was just funny in the show because he was always dramatic with like the hand gestures
Yes.
and
The
stuff.
acting is amazing.
Yeah.
It's very good.
What about the one that also shows from Philadelphia, the Goldbergs?
I don't watch that
I never
regularly, but
watched
Really?
that.
Lori and Dad.
Yeah,
Watch
Lori
that.
and Dad watched it. I didn't. I watched parts of it.
I've seen some of it.
I've
the
seen some
mom
of it.
one.
The
loves
mom is
the
hilarious.
kids the
The
way
mom's
I
the
love
best.
you
The
guys.
dad is also funny how he just like ridicules and makes fun of his children. And he also does this thing where as soon as he comes in the door, he just like takes his pants off and just sits on the recliner and just
What?
with his underwear and his
He's
shirt.
done with work, so he takes his pants off and he's
Yes.
done.
He's really funny, right? He's the agent from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
Is that who I'm
Yes.
thinking of? Yeah, he's amazing. He's so funny.
And yeah, and where it's filmed was actually not too far from where my uncle lives. Like it's a couple blocks from it. And that I forget the
Wait,
area
where
of
is it?
Philadelphia. I forget
Oh,
the area
Philly.
of Philadelphia is, but it's not too far from where my uncle lives.
I've seen enough of them. That is a good one.
The Goldbergs. I think it
Yeah.
ended recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was watching. I just finished Friends. Finally, it took
Uh,
me a long time,
Mhm.
but I got there, and then I picked up. I'm starting that '70s show.
With
Mila.
Kunis
Yeah.
and
And-
Ashton Kutcher.
Yes.
Yeah, and then now they're like married in real
Yeah,
life
they are.
now.
Yeah, I never watched that one.
Or Modern Family.
That is my show.
Everybody?
That's
Wait,
my-
did you not
that's my
watch it?
favorite
You
show.
watch
I
it?
watched
Did
it
you?
all.
Yeah, I watched
Okay,
it.
we
Yeah,
all
from time
have.
to time. It's a feel good show.
That's
And a cry show.
Yes.
yes. Oh my god, that show. I've watched that God knows how many times. Like there was a
It's-
period of time where like every single time my sister would come downstairs, I'd be watching Modern Family, and she's like, "You're watching the same episode," and I'm like, "I swear I'm not."
It's so good.
Mhm.
And that was actually so I had to give up something for Lent, and I gave up Modern Family because I was like I watched it like chronically, and it was such a problem. I was like, I have to start something new, and now I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, which
Another great one, not probably
Such
for
a good
you
show.
guys, but
No.
Lori and I are watching it, but we've stopped for like a year. We've taken a pause, but you can go back anytime. But
Yeah.
it's
Is there-
very good.
what-
but
I know it's obviously in a hospital. Is it like also like a romance show, kind of?
it's yeah,
It's everything.
like a
Okay.
drama.
It's everything, but I would say it's more,
It makes me cry so much though.
I remember.
yes, every episode.
I remember there's one episode where like one of the doctors like has like a hand and like there's like a bomb like
Yeah,
inside the
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And she can't remove her hand or else the whole hospital
Yes.
blows
And she
up.
actually
There's
ends up
always
getting
stuff like
blown
that.
up too.
Did she survive?
Right. There'll be like a guy with like a sword through his brain and like they have to like take it
Yeah.
out. You know, there's always dramatic
Like the
things
most
like
far fetched like like some things that just probably would never happen in real life.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
there was this one where it was like I don't know what happened. It's like the ambulance flipped over and they were stuck there in front of the hospital for like the whole day. And I'm like, I don't know how you guys didn't die.
Right. Yes. That's probably like how all of them are, but it's still so good.
I mean, I don't know how. Like some of those storylines in that show is absolutely insane.
Same thing with also have you heard 911?
I've never watched that one.
There's a clip where they have to like respond to a call and there's like his guy with his hand stuck in a shark on the freeway.
What?
And the shark is still alive. And they're like, okay, we're gonna have to kill the shark to get your arm out. And it's like, no, she rescued. She came so far.
Oh my
And it's just-
god.
Wow.
It's just, and then like a doctor reacted to it, and he's like, "This is like the most stupid thing I've ever seen in my entire life."
That, yeah. Wow.
I don't know these things, but isn't General Hospital a show?
Yeah.
It's a soap opera.
That's not the same type of thing?
I mean, I
Soap
I
opera's
watched
like those-
Guiding Light, which was the same exact time as General Hospital. I was a huge soap opera fan, but they're not really in or whatever. But in my
No.
day, we would watch at 3 o'clock after school, or Santa Barbara was on at 9 a.m. in the morning. And I absolutely love soap operas, but they just run forever every single day, never a repeat, all summer, all breaks. They're just great. They just go on and
Yeah.
on and on. And you really get so involved. They're just fun to have on. And I've always been a huge fan.
What's the show called?
Say one, The Young and the Restless is still on.
Young
And
and
that's
the
a
Restless.
very
I
good
heard
one.
that one.
I mean, if
Okay.
we're talking about good soap operas, which people would think that doesn't exist, but I always
And are they
loved
just
them.
like consistent? Have they just been on since the third?
Since like there wasn't TV, they would be like Guiding Lights started being on the radio. My grandmother and my aunt, like aunties and my
Wow.
grandma Millie, listened
Wow.
to it, and it ended after 70 something years, and I was
That's
devastated.
crazy.
Yeah, it
How do you
was-
wrap something like that up?
70 years. Do they like just have the same
It
cast?
was sad. Yeah. No, but it's like people don't age on soap operas either. I mean,
Wow.
you can check back in 20 years later also and catch right back up in like 1 or 2 episodes,
Oh my
and
God.
everybody looks the same. It's
I guess
Young-
it's
very
not,
interesting
I guess it's
phenomenon.
not like you have to do a whole YouTube research to
Nope,
get the
you just watch
backstory.
2 episodes and you're caught up. It's fascinating.
I need to check the show out. It seems really interesting.
Yeah,
How
I
they will-
know.
You could start watching The Young and the Restless, watch like 5 episodes, and you'd be hooked.
Okay.
I
Now
swear.
this is daytime TV, like
Yeah.
during the week, right?
Right.
So
But
you
I
can't
mean,
go
we
binge
could watch
on the
it in my
weekend.
childhood
Yes,
at 3
exactly.
o'clock after school. So I'd come home, if I didn't play sports, come home from school, watch Guiding Light. That
Yeah.
was so fun.
Did you guys watch any reality TV shows, or is that like soap operas were?
When I was younger,
Or
the
just in
first
ge-
one I think was Big Brother. Like that when I was graduated from college. I was in my 20s when Big Brother started. And the first one, I was obsessed. I used to watch on the webcam. They would and it was just great. But that cast loved each other. They just made it live in a house, and whoever lasts longest wins the prize. But they loved
Yeah.
each other so much that they agreed to share the prize, and that's when they started making it into a competition.
Oh my God.
Yeah. One of the biggest shows, of course, for that type of thing is Survivor.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
That's a good
Survivor's
one.
great.
I know it's at 50 seasons now.
And if anyone,
Do you watch that, G?
I've seen commercials on it when I'm watching football, but that's the most I've
That's
seen.
the
of it.
extent of your.
That's all you've seen.
that's the
Yes.
extent of it's those shows that you learn that CBS has because
Yes.
there's so many commercials. Like I think Matlock was one of the ones I saw a million times this year. I don't even know what that is. I know that has the person from Titanic, Kathy Bates.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she
Um,
keeps
They
going.
had her at that, but the Survivor thing was this week when they had his Survivor mess up.
Yeah, did you guys hear about that
No.
Survivor mess.
on the finale? I've watched a lot of Survivor to know, but I
So the
wasn't there
Survi-
for
this-
this moment.
Yeah, the Survivor. I wasn't. I was kind of in. I was in the room.
I've got in trouble.
And yeah, I got in trouble. But yeah,
Uh oh.
Dad and Lori watch Survivor regularly. They've been doing it for a while now. It's their show to watch. They watch that. They watch some other shows. I'll bring up later. But they go. I guess they have for the finale. The finale is half live and half the pre-recorded stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing like this interview with this guy who was doing the fire. Like one of the big challenges in Survivor is burning the fire.
Making fire from basic
Yeah.
scratch from
Yeah.
the
Oh.
limited materials they give you, and then you have to get it to go high enough to like burn a piece of string.
Yeah.
So,
So you have to get your flame going and then get it to grow and grow and grow until it breaks the string. And whoever string breaks first wins the
Wow.
fire competition. And then you're guaranteed to go into the finals,
Oh.
I think.
So yeah, good job. So now, so they go to commercial and they say we're gonna run fire when we get back, like show fire when we get back from commercial. They get back from commercial and Jeff Probst is right. That's his name. Is the host of the show. And they get back from the commercial. They've got the live audience and they go, "Let's bring out so and so who just lost fire."
But they didn't show the
show it
fire
yet.
competition yet. So he accidentally messed it up in the.
On live TV.
Oh my gosh.
Like to the whole studio didn't show, so like everyone anticipates this huge thing of
The
fire.
fire competition is
big
the biggest
deal,
thing, and he
and
spoiled
he
it
spoiled it without showing it on the screens
before
in
they
the-
ran it.
before
He
they ran
said
it
the
live.
result, so that was huge for any person that looks forward to this
Oh my
fire
gosh.
competition, and then that's the person that gets to
hate
go
that.
forward. Yeah,
Were
so that-
Lori and your dad pretty
Well,
upset?
So they watch it like on
Well,
recorded.
they thought not to cut
Well,
it.
no, I'll get that because I have to explain the fact that they recorded it, so they're not watching live. They're like not watching this at 9:00 at night with everyone else. So
But that didn't really matter because they didn't have any. The point is,
Yeah.
they wondered, as anyone, because it didn't matter that they weren't watching it live. For them, it was live because they didn't know any spoilers. So they thought this was maybe a purposeful thing just to like mess with the audience, to think that Jeff Probst, maybe, or, because it was so hard to believe that he would mess it
Yeah.
up like that. So then
me
Kevin,
being the person who's interested, I looked it up on the internet, and found out that there was New York Times, USA Today, all these stories written on how he made this major mistake and spoiled everything. So because I thought they were kind of assuming, they saw the spoiler too, I'm just gonna say, oh yeah, he lost fire, and they were both very frustrated at me for saying that because I was like, well, I thought you saw it. I don't think he made the mistake. He tried to cover it, but he clearly said it. It's not like they're going to interview the guy after they lost fire and then show it. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
yeah,
So is
that
that
was-
considered reality TV?
I guess so.
Yeah,
I think
probably reality
so.
game show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same cross line, I think.
Yeah, the kind of reality TV I like is definitely like not game shows and
Just-
stuff. It's like more like Dance Moms.
I
and
like.
all
I
that
always.
stuff.
I'm a big Bachelor.
That's
The
what my
Bachelor
that's
and
what
the
my sister
Bachelorette.
used to watch was Dance Moms.
Oh my god, I can recite like every line from that show. Put an episode in front of me, I can recite every line from it.
Lori watched that, so I popped into a couple of those.
It's such a good show, but I can understand how people like wouldn't enjoy it.
I watched a couple episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh
No.
my god.
It was, I forget. I remember Khloe Kardashian like almost crashed her car one episode.
You know what?
And-
That sounds about
Rich
right.
people problems.
Yes.
I'm
Like,
proud
she
to
was-
say.
Yeah,
oh,
she
go
was just
ahead.
on her phone.
Oh.
And it was a very chaotic episode. I watched one episode, I think, of Jersey Shore, and I just will never watch that show ever again. It's so
You
chaotic.
see.
I want to watch that show. My mom was like hesitant for a while to like let me watch it, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. Sorry, mom.
See,
But-
for me and your mom, it was The Real World on MTV, and that one was great. I forgot about that. That was way before Big Brother, and that was just a bunch of like
I gotta-
teens or like older teens or early
I gotta
20s
ask
living
her.
in a house,
Mhm.
just living in the house.
I'm sure she
it
watched
was
it.
so good.
She watches like the Real Housewives of like Beverly Hills and stuff. Every single time like I walk in there, it's like always like whether it's like someone screaming in each other's face and throwing wine at each other and screaming over who stole whose husband. I'm like, why is this so entertaining?
Right. I've never watched those.
Are you more fan of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette?
I've watched both, it's been a good show that I brought Lori in because it kept running and running, and Lori and I watched it. And then the last couple ones, the person made either like such a obvious bad choice or they were scammed by the person they chose. The person turns out just had a girlfriend
Yeah.
or was just on there because they wanted to promote their music career.
Yeah.
So I think it finally died out, but it was good. You get hooked in one of those things, you get hooked no matter whether you're trying to or not.
What do they actually like get together? Or is it just all for a show?
The very first
Some of
one,
them
they're
do.
still married. They're
Oh,
still
wow.
married with like 2 kids.
Yeah, some of them do.
But some of them is just for TV.
TV, yeah.
Okay.
Or they date. I mean, they legitimately are in a relationship, but it's no different than just a normal date. You didn't need to get engaged and plan to get married, but you met each other, you had a
Yeah.
relationship, and it either works or it doesn't. That's kind of where it brings you not to marriage and life
Yes.
forever.
Yeah, sometimes it makes it past the show, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
I remember I saw the older Bachelor where it was like the older guy.
Nope, I'm not
Oh my
doing
God,
that.
I
That
saw
one, I
that.
can't. I was like, nope, I don't need
There's
this in my
no
life.
way.
It's just going to make me feel bad about
I'm like-
everything.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, they're changing that up a little bit.
That's not appealing even to me. So I was like, no. I was glad I was married at that point.
Wait, no, you go ahead.
No. What I was gonna say was, I know one of the things Dad watches now, or I think you guys all watch on the TV, is the Below Deck show.
Oh,
Been on
the
the
show is
boats.
so good.
That is good. I've
Yes.
gotten
Below
hooked into
Deck.
that one a couple of times.
Oh my god.
It's
like,
so good,
Where they're all
Gene.
like working on like a boat together.
A yacht, rich yacht.
Okay.
So they have to like cater to the customers, and then the staff
Yeah.
gets in fights and all that.
Oh my god,
great.
it's so good. I missed that show.
Yeah.
Or of course, Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, there
That's
was
a
a
good
period
one.
I watched every season of that.
That's
That's
such
a
a
Homestead
great
Rescue,
one.
Mom.
That was my favorite. I love Homestead Rat. Did you ever watch that one?
Mm-mm.
It's like these people that make the choice to move off the grid. And I mean, where there's like no internet, no anything. And they like, oh, this will be great. It'll be a break. We'll build our house here on this land and we're going to live off the land. And it's great. And then they completely flop. You know, they don't know what they're doing. And then they bring in this like homestead rescue expert from Alaska and his 2 kids. And they get the person going and they set them up and they teach them how to make their own food and make money. And I was so obsessed that Kevin and I had the flu one year together at the same time. So he was home and we were both sitting there like total zombies for a whole week. And we watched like 50 episodes of Homestead
I just
Rescue.
remember, I think in that time I was like, do they only pick people that they help? And then one episode they like couldn't help
Oh,
this
I don't
person
remember that one.
and they had to leave because the place
Oh
flooded.
my
They're like,
God.
you can't do anything else. You built your house at the bottom of a mountain with a monsoon season. That's your problem.
Right, I don't remember that one, but
You
it's
can't
very
do
good.
Anything else?
Yeah. Also watch Kitchen Nightmares, where like he goes like to failing restaurants and he finds like the most disgusting things. you
Oh,
could possibly-
yeah.
didn't-
That one's gross.
Didn't Gordon Ramsay do like he did? I
He
swear
disguised
did one of them.
himself?
Yeah.
What was that one called?
I don't
He goes and he puts a full
Mhm.
disguise on and then eats at the restaurant. Then he pulls it off. He's like, I'm Gordon Ramsay and I want to make this place better.
Yeah, he did this like one
Maybe
episode where he like filmed. Do you guys know Bruno's, like that restaurant like right near Chestnut Hill College?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was there.
He did something where like he helped them redo
That's
the
what
whole
he
restaurant.
does. Yeah, they redo, they tear it down,
Yeah.
they
The whole
redecorate,
restaurant.
they do the whole
He did the
kitchen.
one in Chestnut Hill.
Bruno's.
They do the menu, they do everything.
He did something there. All I
That's
know is
what
that
it was.
It was like blocked off, and then there was like a camera crew,
Yeah.
and all I heard was that Gordon Ramsay was there filming some show.
What have I not
forget what
known
that
about
show
this?
is-
I mean,
Yeah.
I
I
think you.
actually knew about this.
I mean,
I forget
would
what
think
that
if,
show's called, but it's so
Yeah.
good.
I think
My mom
maybe
was telling
is
me
it like
about it.
Kitchen Fixer Upper? I think it's something along that.
It's something. I actually
But yeah,
did.
every level,
blown
the
away.
interior, the kitchen, the menu, he trains the cooks, like he does absolutely everything. It's really good. What's that one though we watched? You were obsessed when you were little. With the fish.
Yeah,
the fish
Tank.
tanks.
Tank.
Tank. Did you
Oh,
guys
Tank.
ever watch
I
that?
remember
With-
that.
With Gordon Ramsay?
No,
what?
No, fish that swim in tanks.
fish. No, these
These-
people,
obs-
these 2 guys from New York came and decided to create this company. They moved to Vegas.
Did they like build
And
tanks?
they
Yes.
build-
no.
Like,
Yeah,
they build-
they would build like they're not basic fish tanks. They'd be like
They're,
this
like,
glass,
extravagant.
that glass window that we have here. That would be a tank that you could see on
But
each side of
even-
the glass window or
Yeah.
inside of a drum.
I remember.
Yeah,
that.
like if you're a band member, right? They would
Yeah.
make like a drum set for you that's like a drum that's
Yes.
a fish tank.
Exactly.
You know, things that are just almost, and they were so smart. The one was like more like the sales guy, and the other one was just so smart and good at doing those. I eventually burned out on that because we watched so many.
That's how I was with like when. So I got the stop.
Yeah.
I got the flu last year really bad. I was like bedridden for like a month. It was so bad. And when I was home, all I would do was watch reality TV. So much to like not reality TV, real estate. So
I get involved in those
the
too.
same real estate shows over and over and over again to the point where I actually figured out the whole thing and where they only
The
picked
one
the
where they-
second house.
The one where they choose between the 3.
Yes,
we watched that one
they
a
always
lot.
pick the second house. They never pick
Really?
the first and they never pick the third. It's a second. I know because I watched like 35 million episodes of that. Like my mom would leave and I was watching it and she'd come back and I was still watching it. And I was like,
It was like us with Homestead Rescue.
it wasn't even fun anymore. After like
Right.
a million episodes, I realized that they always picked the second house.
I
Every
believe
single
you, but
time.
there was one I was watching the other night. I got involved, and at the last option they gave them was a piece of land to build their own house. I was so angry. I'm like, that does not count. And then they picked the
that one.
land.
I watched that one.
That doesn't count.
No.
So I didn't like that.
Was that a show, the Tiny House Show?
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
We watched the Tiny House Show.
A tiny house
They
show.
built a teeny.
Yeah.
It's like
They built
a house
tiny
that's like literally from like here to there. It has an entire house. in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then your show was the other one, the Pitbulls and Parolees show.
Oh my god, wait, I know what I know. I know
Pitbulls and what?
Parolees.
I was obsessed.
Yes, Mom would not stop watching the show. I didn't really like it that much. I remember not liking it.
It was a lady that had she had a pit bull rescue, and then she would take these parolees that were like, getting out of jail and reformed, and then like they needed a job and they needed meaning in life, so they worked for her and they took care of these pit bulls, and it changed their lives. They rescued them. It's so good.
It is a good show.
Yeah.
It was that Homestead Rescue and Tank that we watched. Like when I did my sub-Q stuff.
That was great.
The Incredible Dr. Pol. Would you ever watch those?
Never heard
about a vet who like treat like the crazy animal cases. It was, or would you watch like
the
nature?
Zoo? You remember the zoo? The zoo! I love the zoo! I just remembered that.
The reality show?
The zoo!
Your face popped out of your
We even went
to the zoo! We even went to the zoo! That was in the show, The Zoo.
Yes, we did.
Because of the show, The Zoo.
What zoo was
the
it?
Bronx Zoo.
The Bronx Zoo. Then they expanded to other zoos now. They do it in San Diego. But the guy, and then there was Mert.
Oh my God. We loved Mert.
Awesome.
And we're crying. The baby lions and that
Bronx
lady.
Zoo,
Oh
the
my
zoo.
gosh.
There was this goose who like followed the owner of the zoo
They
around.
were so bonded to this
Mert.
bird.
And Mert would go around, and then we went on my birthday one year because I had my birthday.
He loved the show so much.
I was off.
Yeah,
I was off school on my birthday, and it was about the Bronx Zoo and the Zoo Association that was up there in New York.
This one? That one?
Yes, that
What
yeah.
one?
That's the zoo. That's the Bronx Zoo. And I remember I have still, I think, in my room in these bins under my bed, there's maps that I printed out and circled all the things I wanted to do at the Bronx Zoo thanks to this show. And we would wait. And we were watching this like as it was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Like this wasn't a binge watch thing. We would wait, and we have to wait till the new episode came out every week to watch the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
It was like any of those where you get to see behind the scenes of the people that work at these places, and then they're bonding with the animals and how they take care of the animals, and it was really interesting.
The guy was nice, and they all were.
Yeah,
they
genuinely loved the animals.
Mm-hmm.
The owner and the main guy and his wife worked with him, and everybody loved
a lot
that.
of flashbacks
That's
here.
the job I would work. Like if I wasn't in what I want to go into, I would definitely do something with animals. Like I feel like if like working in the zoo paid better, I feel like I would totally.
You
go for
could
something
do
like
that.
Is that what you want to be, a zoologist?
Is there something
That's what he
between people
wanted to.
that wanted that start going into media that originally started going from animals? Are we like? Is this like a
I've
thing?
always loved
You
animals.
can minor.
Everyone always thought I was going to be a vet one day. Everyone. My whole family thought, like, oh, she should be a vet. She should be a vet. And that's not how that ended up going.
That's a lot of science, though, when it comes down to
Didn't
it.
you want to be a zookeeper?
Yeah, I would be a zookeeper for Halloween every year, and that was like a recycled costume.
I was
wear
Elsa for
multiple
like
years.
5 years in a row.
Elsa's so great,
That
though.
was
Yeah.
that. I was and then I always liked trains.
Mm-hmm.
It was zoos and trains. So we'd
Thomas
always
the
go-
Train.
always go to the Philly Zoo all the time, and then we would go to Strasbourg to go see the Thomas the Train.
Strasbourg.
Yes,
Train.
you showed me a picture of you and your grandpa.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was at that train once when I was like really
To
little. I
see
don't
Thomas,
remember
you
it.
feel like, because he loved Thomas so much.
I did too.
Right. And so then you go and you feel like you're meeting a celebrity
Yeah.
with this
Yeah.
train.
Yes.
It's like
It's only a train.
Right, I know, but it's like, this is real Thomas.
Yeah.
He's going around. Yes.
And since we're on the topic of TV shows, like what were some kids' TV shows you guys watched?
That's a great
you
transition.
guys are good.
Team Umizoomi.
Umi!
Zoomy.
Umi! That was our bowling thing. So
Yes.
for bowling, me and Jake. Wasn't me, you, Jake, and me, you, and Jasper would
Yes.
do it. And Jasper would play, like, he would bowl, but he would have his, like, one earbud in, and he one time was playing the Team Umi Zoomy
What?
theme song.
Wow.
However, we got to that. So then we, like, started, because bowling is this thing, like, you get in your own, you have so much time to, like, sit there and think about stuff, so you get in your own head pretty quickly.
Especially if people were bowling slow and you have a lot of people in your lane.
And you have a lot of stuff going on. So I always remember Jasper's sitting there with the computer, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't we? Because I'm struggling, and then you're struggling because you're
Yes.
not thinking too much. So anytime you're going up there, you're like, Umi, Zoomy, Umi, Zoomy, Zoomy, and that was our chant, and then we all started doing well, and then I Umi'd and I Zoomied and the pin went down.
That's great.
Yeah, you would get very energetic after
you got into it too.
Yes.
We all got into it,
especially with the celebrations that we would do. Yes, like we would sometimes when I would bowl, I would go, and then I think I would get a strike, and I would walk behind with my arms out, and sometimes it would work. Sometimes it would go in, sometimes it wouldn't. And if I did, it looked great. If I didn't, it looked like a complete idiot.
Walking away I did. No, you did not. But kids TV shows. Umi Sumi. If you had anyone else, I have a few golden.
Yo Gabba Gabba, Dinosaur Train, Thomas the Train. Oh my God.
Thomas the Train has
Curious Kids or something. What I don't know what it was.
Backyardigans.
Yes, Backyardigans.
Your backyard friends, the backyard again.
And to think of it. Oh no, that was
To the think of it.
No, what was the one with the pets? They were
Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets.
Yes, Wonder
I know
Pets.
all of these
Yes.
just from you guys. What's the one that Lori was obsessed with? But you might have been a little older. But Henry Hugglemonster.
Henry Hugglemonster.
Wait, did you guys watch Wildcrats?
Yes, I
Yes,
actually
but
went
I
to their
watched-
show
What?
They had a
because
show?
my neighbor.
When they went to live shows.
Yeah, they had a live show. I think it was at the Met in Philadelphia, and my neighbor absolutely loved it. So he got a ticket for me, so I went to their show, and they brought a bunch of live animals to it.
Super Y. That's what it is.
Super Y. Yes.
I-
The
I
guy
know
who
the
went into
names
the
of them.
storybooks, right?
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
Y. I'm trying to think.
That was-
I had a board game of Super Y.
I'm trying
Super
to think.
Nick.
of what,
He was a Nick Jr. show.
Yeah.
Super Y. I can't.
They
think
went
of
in.
it.
They were
Mouse?
in they were in a children library or whatever, and they would go into the books.
Yes, now I know.
They would
Yeah.
go into the books in Super Y. I always remember Super Y. Thomas the Tank Engine went through so many different levels of Thomas. You had the old time Thomas clips where they're actual trains with little faces because that's all the people could do back in the day with animation.
Right.
And then you had the fully animated versions. You had the Art Deco animations. So many levels of Thomas the Train that have gone through different things. But the Wildcrats, for example,
Oh my God.
that started
my show.
as a Boomafoo.
Okay. That's what I was going to say.
The
There was
two
Super-
brothers, because the song goes Zaboomafoo with the Krat brothers now walking through the woods one day. Chris and Martin saw something strange, a little leaping lemur that likes to bounce and play. They
forgot
followed
that
their
song.
new bouncing friend, not knowing where this adventure will end. The animals were headed just around. Why do I know that still?
Word for word, you know that?
Yes, and I can do the whole song. It goes all the way through, but it's me and you and Zaboomafoo, so they're in this little house, in this hut. And I remember I would watch it very intently, to the point where I had to try to find it when it went off the air, and I would find it on the on-demand section on the
Yeah.
cable boxes or whatever. But they would just be in the room, and then Zaboomafoo was a talking lemur.
What?
It was a
Yeah,
talking
you don't
lemur.
remember that one? I feel like
I
because it
haven't
was
watched
always
that since
Sprout.
I was really little.
Yeah. Sprout or
That
Nick
was
Jr.
12 years ago.
Yeah, I could probably find it on YouTube, but I think I faintly know what you're talking about.
Berenstain Bears.
And you guys were
Yes,
in
Yes.
Berenstain Bears.
I
yes.
love the Berenstain Bears just because since I was a kid, the books, I just wanted to be a Berenstain Bear. I loved
did
them
too.
so much.
Berenstain Bears was great.
I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was younger. That was my
Yeah.
favorite show. I
I
used
never
to
got
go
into that
around-
one.
I only watched that at my grandparents' house.
I used to just go around telling people that they were my brothers. I don't know why I did that.
That's something I would
always
have
did
done.
it for the longest time, and I was fully convinced in my crazy 6-year-old brain that I was
That's
siblings
cute.
with turtles.
I used to watch Fireman Sam.
Never saw
You guys were in the Caillou generation.
Yes,
Everybody
Caillou,
complained
yes.
about Caillou, and
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
wasn't my theory was that the parents were mean,
Yes.
and everyone's
if
like,
you
Caillou complains about everything. I'm like, I think the parents seem mean.
Yeah.
There's a
Bob the
theory-
Builder.
Bob the Builder.
Yes!
Bob the
Can we
Builder.
fix it?
Can we fix it? Bob the
the
Builder.
Builder.
Yes,
We
he
can.
can.
Yes.
All of them have that indelible
Soundtrack.
theme song.
Yes.
Yeah.
That song that brings it in. Handy Mandy was a
That
good
even
one.
we parents
watched
know.
it. I watched Bob the
watch
Builder.
Doc
swear I
McStuffins.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love Doc McStuffins.
Doc
What about? Please
McStuffins
tell me you guys
do
watched
hurt.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse
Yeah, a
Clubhouse.
little bit.
The Clubhouse.
Yeah.
I was mainly
Dun,
Sesame
dun,
Street.
dun,
I was a Sesame Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sesame
Yeah.
Street was
Only-
around forever.
Only Elmo.
the
That was the
best.
only thing I would watch.
Elmo,
I
but
remember-
Bert and Ernie Grover, the Cookie Monster,
They're all good.
Yes.
Big Bird, Snuffleupagus.
I love everything
I
about
remember
Sesame
my
Street.
sister used to have this this Elmo thing. It was like a robot thing. And it's like where you'd press like the back of it and he would sing. Oh my god.
We had the chair.
Yeah, you had an Elmo chair.
An Elmo chair. I was little.
Yeah, I had everything Elmo back when I was little. Yes. And I was fully locked in. Like, my mom would come pick me up with my grandparents. I would just stand there like, she would be like, Jake? And then I would just be like that. Just fully
Oh my
locked
God.
into the TV.
Just very locked
great.
in on Elmo. Was it Mr. Wiggles or whatever?
Yes,
The-
Yes!
Mr.
Fruit
Wiggles.
salad. Yummy,
No,
yummy.
not the Wiggles. Not the Wiggles. Mr. Wiggle or something that came to see Elmo. Who was the guy that came to see Elmo? And then Elmo would like shut
Is
the
it the
door on him.
Wiggles?
No, the Wiggles is a show. But there was this guy who also came to see Elmo, and Elmo had to like go through the little door, the scribbled door,
Yeah.
and go to see him in Elmo's room. And it was always at the end of Sesame Street, so you always had to watch all the way through Sesame Street to get to Elmo.
Really?
Yeah, Elmo was at the end because they had Grover first, and all the different Sesame Street. Harold, wasn't that one of the guys on the
Yeah,
show?
I don't know. Sesame Street is where I learned how to count to 10 in Spanish because I never took Spanish. So, it was
Whoa.
worthwhile. It was
the
actually
explorer.
educational.
Well, that's another bowling thing we did. I'll get another bowling thing we did was when we would get
Dora.
like pins or like 1,
The count.
2, 3,
Three.
9 beautiful pins.
Yeah.
Like the vampire.
Yes,
He's the best.
Oscar
They're
the
all
Grouch.
great.
Oscar
Yeah.
the Grouch. Yeah, I remember him as well.
Mhm.
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
you like?
Oh, yeah. You guys
Oh,
had
yeah.
Sniper,
Dora.
no swiping.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blue's Clues.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love Blue's Clues.
So did you see they revitalized? Is that the right word? Like
Mhm.
restarted
Mhm.
Blue's Clues, but
Yeah.
not like there's stuff you can't like reenact from those type of shows. Like
Nah.
that was a live actor guy talking to a bunch of animated characters. It doesn't work if you change the dog to look a little bit different. Now it's not really Blue's Clues anymore. If it's this full on like Art Deco, the normal like the new art style of animation, like that's not this person anymore.
Bubble
Oh.
Guppies.
Oh
Bubble,
my god,
bubble,
I
bubble.
love
That was
Bubble
another
Guppies.
bowling
Yes.
thing. We went through all the theme songs.
Wait, Octonauts? Any of you guys
Oct-
watch?
Octonauts.
Yes.
Octonauts. Oh, I remember Octonauts. They were that little like I think did we have that? Or I think my aunt has that. The Octonauts set up. Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched it a little bit. That was a little bit after my time,
was-
but
Yeah,
that
I
was
was a
like
little
that was
bit
at the
older.
tail end.
yes.
That was
Yeah.
when Mickey Mouse was trying to go to that Mickey Mouse and the Roadster Racers or whatever.
I don't
When they
remember
went,
that.
yeah, that was at the end. Once they stopped Clubhouse, they went to Mickey and the Roadster Racers, and they took the Clubhouse and they changed it into a car depot.
Mhm.
Because I think that was quite the interesting shift. Mickey and the Roadster Racer, Rory the racing car.
Rory the Racing
I
Car.
never watched that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I
Rex,
do remember that.
In the Monster Machines.
The Monster Machines.
Yes.
I think,
The
yeah, I think I
Blaze.
watched
Blaze. That was
Yeah,
the thing.
Blaze.
Blaze and the Monster Machines. I think Lori always memorized that theme song. She always knew
Yes.
Blaze and the Monster
Right.
Machines. Then you had that show with the pig.
Peppa Pig.
Not Peppa Pig. No, Olivia. The pig.
Oh yeah.
Olivia the
yes.
pig.
Wait, I'm trying to think.
And
now.
Angelina Ballerina was a show.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Arthur.
Yes.
Yes, Arthur.
You know, Arthur was that show that you could only get, and these are the best part about
Weren't
these
there
shows.
books for that?
Yeah, they're all like on PBS.
The
Yeah.
best part about the PBS shows was you had to be sick for them. You had to be out of school that day to see those shows
Yes.
because they were
Yeah.
middle of the day, and and you could never watch them in the evening because PBS went to normal broadcasting to
Yeah.
like adults or whatever.
Right. They had that. It was Sprout, called Sprout. And it was like
Yeah.
this fully running hours long daytime thing for kids where they did birthdays. It was like almost
Chica,
like
the Chica show.
Their commercial breaks were like they were like announcers in between the shows. It was really cute. I was a big fan of
The
Sprout.
Chica,
for you guys.
the Chica show, the morning show with Chica.
Yeah.
I remember
Yes.
sitting with Mama.
It was like a little news show, but for little tiny kids. It was
Yeah.
super cute.
It
They
was-
would run it in between all day long in between the shows.
Did I say Yo Gabba Gabba?
That-
You did not say that yet.
No,
No.
that was a
Yeah.
weird taking place. in
That was a
show,
weird-
like, why
was
are they?
my favorite
Why are they
show.
on like this? You think of the logistics of that. That's just a. Why are they on this like
Yeah.
thing?
I remember one time, like they like went into like your like stomach, like
Yeah.
Yes.
That was my favorite show. I actually had Fufa come to my birthday party when I was like 2.
I don't even remember. Was Fufa yellow
She
one?
was the big pink one.
The big
Yeah, the big
pink
pink
one.
one. She was my favorite. And
I
I
always
loved
liked the
Groby,
robot.
like the green robot.
Yes,
so
yes, I
cute.
know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
forgot the names of
Yes.
these people.
Were you Disney
Jungle
Channel?
Junction. Did you ever see Jungle Junction?
Never
Mom, I
watched-
love
that.
Jungle Junction. That was the one with the cars driving through the jungle that
Yeah.
were all dressed up
I know
like
the
animals.
names of them. I didn't watch, but I know some of the
Jungle Junction.
songs.
Disney Channel.
Never
He
watched-
was
Oh
a
my
Nick
God.
Jr. and
I was
Sprout.
Nick Jr., Disney Jr., and Sprout person.
I was
So
I
you
was
had-
such a PBS kid.
I was a little
The
bit
Pajamamals.
PJ,
That name sounds familiar.
PJ like PJ Masks. It was
No. The,
Wait,
but
I
did
remember that.
You ever see the Pajanimals was,
I'm looking
well,
at
you had Nina and Star at the end of the night.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nina and Star would put you to bed, and Nina was this girl or whatever sat on a
That was
chair,
so
and then
cute.
this like stuffed animal, I guess,
Yeah.
version of Star
Yeah.
would talk to you, and then they would
That.
go to
Yeah, I think I've seen. I don't think I ever watched.
then they
I
would
know,
then they
continue.
would go to the Pajanimals, and the Pajanimals would sing this like good night story, and then you would go to bed.
That was
that
cute.
was it.
That
It
was,
8:30
right.
at
They
night, that was-
continued on all
Yeah.
day. It was really cute.
But then it just stopped and like did reruns or whatever. But it had this schedule like every
Yeah,
day.
at-
This show was on
at
at this
night.
time
Yeah.
at night.
Max and Ruby.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Max. And
Yes,
Ruby.
that was
Yeah.
an interesting show. That was one of the Nick Jr. shows.
I call so you know the hill at Sutcliffe Park we go
Yeah.
sledding at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that hill I used to call it because in Max and Ruby they went sledding.
Was that really big hill that I went like
No, that was
flying off of?
That was that's the main that's the side hill.
Okay.
But I called it Rocket Run because that's what it was called in the show, and I would call that until probably I was 5 or 6, and then they had hot chocolate, and so after after I went sledding, I said, "Can I have hot chocolate, Max and Ruby?" And I had it, and I drank it, and I'm like, "I don't like it. It's hot."
And that's when you found out you didn't like hot chocolate?
Yes, that's when I
I
started
don't
not
like
liking
it.
hot chocolate.
I can see
Like
that's
it's hot.
Kevin.
That's
You
fair.
guys have a lot in
Wait,
common.
wait,
I'm
do
trying to
you
think if
not-
there's any
yeah,
other-
you don't like hot chocolate.
No, I'm trying to think if there's any other shows that I
Cartoon Network.
no.
Oh my gosh, I love. Wait, did you guys watch The Amazing World of Gumball?
Yes, and Teen
Nope.
Titans Go.
Yes, that was my show.
And regular show. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't.
Wow Wow Wubsy. Did you ever watch
about-
that?
No.
Is that like a little kid show?
That's
That was-
familiar.
Wait.
That was a little.
I'm
but
gonna
that
look
was
up
a
Cartoon
show.
Network shows.
Wow Wow Wubsy was that little yellow thing with a yellow
know the
tail,
name.
and he would go around. Oh, the best show, the Disney Junior show that doesn't run anymore, Word World.
I do.
Lori
remember.
loved Word World. That was Lori's all-time show. She loved because it was just dog. It was just like dog.
Oh, Steven
D-
Universe?
Never watched that.
D-O-G.
Adventure Time?
Dog. And that would be a dog.
Yeah, that was a little bit before my time.
And that one about bears? Like
Yeah,
that-
We Were Bears. Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah,
I know you guys have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, I have no
No.
idea. Cartoon Network was never
Nickelodeon.
Probably
Yeah, you probably
Nick.
Nick
probably didn't watch
Jr.
the Powerpuff
Yeah,
Girls.
we
I'm gonna
wa-
guess you
we
didn't
were
watch
like
them.
Never
we were in the
watched that.
junior, like the Nick Junior, the Disney
Phineas and
Junior.
Ferb.
Yes.
Always
I
saw
love
that. Never
Phineas
tried.
It's
and
it.
Ferb.
104 days of summer vacation, so come along just to end it. I love the soundtrack is great.
Clifford. Big red
Yes,
dog.
I love
Clifford.
Clifford. I still have my
Clifford,
Clifford
they-
stuffed animal.
Clifford's great.
Yes, they're
'Cause he's been around forever too, like in books, and then they make
Oh
him into
my
a show
gosh,
for
yeah.
you guys. So I knew Clifford back in,
I-
Mm.
I have a stuffed
The day.
animal like this big of them still.
right. He's a cute concept.
I don't
That-
now.
that Clifford's the one that met you in at preschool. They had on like the book day or
Oh,
whatever.
no.
They would have
Oh, yeah.
someone dressed up,
Well,
dressed
I'm
up like
not-
Clifford, and Kevin would get out of the car because he was so scared.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I think you know this already, but I can bring it up again. I'm not a mascot, or I'm not. I don't like I don't like people in costumes if I can't tell that there's a person in.
Is that what that was your mindset when you were a little kid?
That was my horror. Yeah, that was like I would be horrified, like Mr. Peanut at the
Mr.
boardwalk,
Peanut.
and I think, what, did Grandpa have to take me along the long way?
There's one where he's screaming, crying. Yes, he was not. Yeah, anyone dressed. A lot of people have that. People don't like mascots or clowns.
I hate
Right.
hate.
Well, I
I
am
don't
not.
like mascots.
People
I-
have legitimate fears.
No,
of
I'm
clowns.
scared to death of clowns. Like I don't know what that fear is, but I am scared to actual death of clowns. I couldn't even get through like 10 minutes of like the original It without like crying and like walking out. of the
Right,
room.
that's a
I couldn't do it.
common
You got through,
fear.
but you got through Cam on Modern Family
right
as a clown.
right. That's a
No, I
funny
think
storyline.
He was like, it's more like a horror clown.
Yeah.
Like Cam, I could tolerate.
I have
It's the same type of fear that
I
he
have a
has.
Yeah.
reoccurring dream about a clown that I figured out was actually a real event.
I said because of the furniture
Yeah, because the
store.
furniture store, I thought this was something that just came out of nowhere. But when I'm like terrified of things, I have this reoccurring dream of a clown chasing me out of a furniture store into a parking lot and down the street.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I didn't know that I actually there was a clown at a furniture store actually in my life.
Because we went those furniture stores in Oaks that take up like
Yeah.
football fields, like multiple football fields.
No,
like-
I know that.
and you walk through them, and we would take Kevin, and he was really little, and he loved doing everything. He was so good. He'd come with us, just trotting along, and we're popping down the furniture. He's having a good time. Suddenly, I guess to entertain the kids, there's this clown like comes out of absolutely nowhere, and he was terrified. And he was so little, but obviously that's lodged in your subconscious mind, and you're still having nightmares about it to this day.
I would have cried.
It was terrifying.
I can see, clowns are something I could get over now.
You
because
can see their
faces. Because I can see their
faces.
face, but like the Fanatic was horrifying.
The
Fanatic
Fanatic
was
Oh my God.
absolutely
I loved
horrifying.
the Philly Fanatic.
Philly Fanatic, horrifying.
I still have my hat from when I was like 2 years old, and the crazy part is that it still fits me.
Oh, it's so
does it
thrilling to
readjust?
meet him.
Wow.
We had that moment where you were terrified and Lori was tiny, and Lori's always been a little bit more of a daredevil, and we were walking for a benefit for cystic fibrosis for my cousin, and Lori was 2 or something, and here comes the Philly Fanatic straight at her, and he's like, and so she put her arms out and they gave this big hug. It was the coolest moment.
I
And
remember,
If that happened to me,
no.
Wait.
I'm like,
no, yo,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
no, and meeting him at McGurk's, my restaurant. He's a cool one to meet in person.
it's music, people. If that happened to me with Lori, I would have just ran the other direction.
Right.
Just all mascots, or was it just clowns and Philly Fanatic?
It's all mascots. So like Mr. Peanut.
The
I had-
Clifford the dog. The person
Clifford the
was dressed
dog.
up at preschool like Clifford with this huge Clifford mask, and Kevin would not get out of the car.
Well, and then like for like Disney's sake, as you would say, I'm a Disney fan now. When we went to Disney one of my first times there, we had to go to get to this restaurant. We had to walk past the Mickey thing, and I wouldn't walk past.
They had to give him a
Aw.
special route outside and around the building because he wouldn't walk past Mickey Mouse.
my
just
But
to
what,
get
what
to
was
the
Jake
restaurant.
going to say when he got cut off over the Philly Fanatic?
I was just gonna say, I remember back in 3rd grade, I want to dress up as a killer clown. Do you guys remember that when like you like the clown craze, like clowns would like
Yes.
terrorize people? Yeah, and
Yeah.
I remember they wouldn't, like my mom said, no, you can't dress that this year. But I mean, I was probably 4,
Killer
4,
clown.
7, 4, 9. Like
What was the
what
most you were gonna?
yeah, like what was exactly was
Brielle's
I
like,
gonna
I'm
do?
glad I didn't run into you
Yeah.
that
Oh.
Halloween. Well,
It's
you
fu-
weren't that, but
It's funny. Like,
You would have taken it to the face from me.
absolutely.
Yes. If I jumped out of a bush. Yes.
What?
If I did that,
Right.
Kevin probably give me one.
Oh, I'm sure. I
Brielle
would
had a
too.
heart attack.
I remember, like, it was, what was it? It was like 2019. And we had to get creative with Halloween costumes and stuff because, like, half my clothes were at, like, my mom's house and stuff. And all I did was, we went to the Spirit Halloween, and the only thing that I found that, like, that was going to work was a clown mask. And, of course, I was fine when it was me, but if I saw someone else like that, like, I would die. And, like, my one neighbor comes up to me, she's like, what? She's like, there's no way you're going around our neighborhood dressed
You're
like
like,
that.
I can't
And
see
I'm like,
it.
I don't know what you want me to do. I was in a tank top and like baggy sweatpants with a bag over my shoulder, and it looked like I don't know. My neighbor, like, she had 2 like little kids, and she was like, "There's no way you're going around Roxborough like looking like that." And I'm like,
great. Facing your fears, but you couldn't
Yes.
see yourself.
I still have to I have to find the picture. It
Is
was
clown
so-
your main phobia, would you say?
Yeah, I have a metaphobia too. Do you know?
What's a metaphobia?
It's like fear of like throwing up and stuff.
I have that.
I don't.
Let's not even.
I've never.
Oh
I mean, I don't do it often, but
Just don't do it around me.
I have that, Brielle. A serious.
Don't do
Jake.
it, no.
I was just messing with
No,
you.
I know.
I have a
Go
case
with
of that.
Kevin, not me.
Yeah, it's bad. Trust me, it doesn't translate well into being a parent. I'm like, you know what? I really can't take care of you. You're
What's
gonna have
your
to
big
figure it
fear,
out.
Jake?
My
My biggest fear, it's more like more like on a philosophical end, but like
Oh,
for like this podcast, I would probably say like being stranded in the middle of the ocean would be my biggest fear. Like
Really?
especially
What
like
do
on
you
a
mean?
raft.
Like the one you're just gonna name on the podcast? Do you have like another one that you're not gonna share?
It's more like we don't really have to get into it. It's like more like philosophical, and it's all right. But like being on a raft in the middle of the ocean would be terrifying for me. What would you say?
Well, how would you end up there though? It
I don't
sounds
even
so
know.
unrealistic.
You spawn there from like nowhere.
Like if like a plane were to crash in the ocean,
Okay.
or
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
or
understandable.
like a boat were to sink, and I had to jump on the life raft.
That's
that would-
yeah.
That sounds about right.
Titanic.
That's pretty
Yeah,
terrifying.
Oh gosh, the Titanic freaked me out when I saw that movie
I still can't watch it.
It's so good.
because like how would I? Because it just makes me terrifying of being in that situation, which
That
probably
was-
would not happen nowadays.
So it's awful, yeah, and it's terrifying.
I don't know how else you watch that and then you get on a cruise ship.
Well, because
oh,
now
yeah.
because
My-
of that
my
they have enough
sister did that.
lifeboats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was because of that tragedy because they didn't have enough lifeboats is why now they have enough lifeboats.
Yeah.
I always get like I've gone on like 2 cruises. I did it like 2 years in a row, and I was actually like I know I hit it well, but I was scared the whole time because when I was hanging out with like one of my friends on the cruise, and lightning was like striking right around us, and my sister's like, "How the heck are you still out here? Like, get inside!" And it was striking all around the boat in the middle of the ocean.
That's
it was
crazy.
pitch
In
black
a way,
and-
that's
and-
cool.
Yeah, it was, but it was so scary because I was like, "What the heck are we supposed to do?"
Yeah, their cruises are bizarre when you stand and you watch and there's nothing.
There's nothing.
There's nothing but
nowhere
water.
even.
Yeah,
close, and I
it's-
always,
That's a
It
weird.
can mess with your head.
It's a weird sensation that I've seen on video, but I've never
Mhm.
experienced. At
Mhm.
some point in my life, I'll experience it because it's just like I can't. I've been on boats before. I like going on
Yeah.
boats, but
Oh,
you
I
can
love-
always see the land.
Yes.
I love going out.
Yeah.
Boats are fun.
I've never been. Yeah, especially at night. It seems like a cruise seems like really.
Oh, it's really scary when you're outside at night and it's like you look off the balcony.
You
and
can't
there's
overthink
nothing around
it.
you.
Yes.
You just have to be there, like, okay, just not overthinking. Oh, this looks cool, and don't think any deeper into this
I always
in
get scared.
any way.
I always scared when we hit like a lot of waves and stuff. I always get and you can feel the boat move. Oh my no.
Yeah.
You guys are scared of any animals like spiders, arachnophobia?
Well,
No.
I wouldn't say. Well, Mom had her mouse.
I have a phobia of mice. I never did before, but then I lived in a row home in Conshohocken
Oh,
that was
really?
infested when I was in my 20s. It was infested. So I never thought much about mice until then. I had nowhere to go because I had a dog and no apartments would take dogs. And ever since then, I have dreams on a regular basis about them coming through walls and coming at me. And I absolutely have a
Yeah.
deathly fear of
There's probably
mice.
one in this media room right now that we're not aware of.
Probably. I've
Oh,
heard
I've
the
seen
stories.
one.
Who else?
Sorry,
Animals.
Sorry to make you guys paranoid.
Everybody has.
My feet were already.
Most
lifted
people
when you
have the
said
mouse
that.
fear, but who else?
Yeah, there was like. Okay.
We'll just continue.
There was like well, I always remember when we had our one mouse in the house and I was able to get it out onto the patio and I watched like we have the patio, like the screened in patio area. So what I did was I got the mouse to come out and I shut the door. And then I went because I'm like, okay, I'm not walking through the room with the mouse in. Not like the mouse is going to attack me or something. But I'm going to go I went around the entire house, set up a chair on the outside of the window, propped the door open on the far side and waited until I could just, not that I pushed it out or anything, just waited till it eventually found the door.
Yeah.
Which it did.
Which
Wow.
it did. Eventually. I
What
got out
about
the
you
door.
guys? Animals or yeah,
Animals?
or
I mean,
insects?
I used to be a little bit scared of mice because like they carry diseases, but like if a mouse, like I would like be cautious, but I wouldn't like freak out about it like I used to.
I'd freak.
I'm not really scared of animals. I actually take comfort in, I can't believe I'm saying this, tarantulas. I wanted one as a pet for
I've
like
never
the
held-
longest time.
I've never held one. I mean, I used to like take like a spider that would be like on my like in my room and like
Yeah.
put it outside.
Yeah.
But like generally, like I haven't really like dealt with many animals that like people are scared of. So like
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm scared, but I'm just not really used to them.
Hissing cockroaches.
But what do tarantulas? Are they friendly or not? I feel like I don't know, and we volunteer with animals, and we have one, and I still don't know to this day
I'm not
if they're
100% sure about that.
safe. Like if they bite or what?
Certain breeds, I think. Same with snakes.
Yeah, like certain snakes are like a corn snake is very like it's a very easy snake to train. The same thing with like
They're
certain
good
types of tarantulas.
Right. We have nice, friendly snakes. Where Kevin and I volunteer at a nature center, and they do have hissing cockroaches that he will not go near, and I have to stick my hands in, and they're a lot. But they do have a tarantula.
Like I've held a python, like a ball python that
Yeah,
my
I have
friend's
too.
dad had, and it was like obviously since they're like around people, they're gonna be used to you holding them. But yeah, like it was definitely a new experience.
Yeah, but people love them, and
Yeah.
bearded dragons.
Oh my
they're
God.
like people. They're
Yeah,
great.
my
They're like
cousin-
dogs.
My cousin had one, and its name was like Lightning, and it was the coolest thing
They're
ever.
so
Every single
cool.
time I was there, and it was just it wouldn't do anything. It just sat there. But I could have sat there for hours looking at it.
But they listen to you like the way kind
Yeah.
of dogs do.
Yeah.
And they turn their
Yeah.
heads, and they're very receptive, and I love them.
Did you ever have? I know Mom's big with trying to keep a beta fish alive or fish tank.
Anyone good at keeping fish
there, done
alive?
that.
Yeah, yeah.
feel like
You
everyone-
have kept them alive?
Yeah, for a while. There was
How?
I got this one from I think it was like a carnival or something. It was, and I want it, and I kept that thing alive for
Like a goldfish,
no, like one
a
of those
beta.
yeah, for like 7 years I kept that thing alive, and
I don't understand these stories.
I kept my goldfish alive for such a long time.
How in a
I don't know how.
They really don't last very long.
Those are the
Oh, mine
ones.
have.
See, right? I feel like it's the people that just really don't. Don't care, but don't stress about the care. I
Yeah.
feel like are the
My
ones that end
mom
up
stressed
surviving.
so much
Yes.
over
That's
those
what I
things,
did.
But I remember all of their names. So it was like Tiptoe, Timmy. And those were the 2 beta fish that I had for a while. And then I had 3 goldfish, key lime pie, brownie, and cupcake.
Were they just
Key
in a
lime pie.
bowl?
Yeah.
Like, or in a tank with filtration and all that
Tank.
stuff? Okay.
Tank, yeah.
That's a lot of work.
And the way I found out that key lime pie was like my final fish, and I found out that the way he died, and my mom's gonna hate me for saying this. So we used to live in an apartment when I was with my mom, and I found the fish's
jumped
tank
out.
in the dumpster, and I came home crying.
What?
My mom was like, "I meant to tell you," and I was like, "Are you serious?"
How'd you find it in the dumpster?
Why were you looking at a dumpster?
I was walking right by the dumpster to get to my apartment. That was not how she meant for me to find out at
You mean
all.
he died, so she got rid of everything?
Yeah, he died while I was at school.
Obviously, she didn't dump him.
No.
It obviously
How did you
died.
see was the body still like in a bag?
No, it was just
Yeah,
the
right.
It was just
Where
a
was-
tank, and I was like, wait a second. This looks a little too familiar. And I walked, and I ran home crying, and I was like, Mom, where is the fish? And I walked into a room, and the fish was gone.
We have had so many fish.
You want to tell the
failures.
fish story if we
There's
put the one in there?
There's
and
too
it just-
many. Yeah, Kevin wanted goldfish. Kevin,
Kevin.
he's gotten better at throwing and catching and certain skills.
Really?
But when he was younger, really nothing. Of course, he goes to a fair
Yeah.
and plunks a ball right into the goldfish and wins the goldfish. So we brought that home. We did a tank. I did all the research, and then we tried, and eventually his eye got stuck in the filter. So this big, huge, bulging eye. It's like, oh, what is happening? And then we got some friends. We got little fish at the fish store. Let's just add some more fish. This is going okay. We literally put them in, and they were gone. I think he ate them.
I think the goldfish
immediately.
ate the fish that we put.
There was nowhere else they could have gone. We literally put them in. They were gone. We accidentally flushed a live shrimp because we tried shrimp with Lori. Lori had frogs, that frog kit you can buy at Learning Express. And she was afraid, didn't say when one died. So it was in there turning white. And I've tried beta fish and then they die a slow death. And I mean over months sometimes. They just
that's what happens.
peter out. And I was doing water levels and everything. And it's every single fish experience for us has been a failure. Every single one.
Wow. Every time we try to take care of a
Traumatizing.
tank.
Yeah. Nope. I just cannot do it.
Going to the fish store is fun though.
It is
Right.
fun.
It is.
Remember when
Especially when you get it. Yeah.
They're fun when they're
Mhm.
healthy, but then they do require a lot. And no.
Yeah, my turtle. I got
You
right
had a
outside.
turtle?
Yeah,
Love turtles.
from outside this guy was selling the little baby turtles outside the Philadelphia Zoo, and it was probably this big, and eventually got to probably the size of your palm. Like it was that big, and his tank smelled so bad.
Ew.
But how long did he? They should technically live for a long time.
Yeah, they do, and I think
You
we
still
probably
have it?
no, we gave him away because
Oh, okay.
the
Well, at
tank
least
was-
he didn't die.
yeah, he lived a decent life with us, but the tank was really not that big, and he would always like try to swim against like at the glass, like trying to like break free, and I think it was better for him to go to a place where he had
Yeah.
more room to.
They do need big tanks, like
Yeah.
Paige. And I had a water turtle when I was a kid, and it was in
Mhm.
my room, and my mom had it all set up, and he was adorable.
Didn't you have like evil bunny rabbits or something?
We did, because we always wanted a dog, and my dad's like, no dogs, no dogs.
Oh, my
Which
dad is.
now eventually they have a dog, but so we would get all those consolation pets that are not dogs, and they did all this research to get us a rabbit. Those those when the first lop ears came out, but
Yeah.
this one was supposed to be perfect. They got it from a breeder. It was one of the white ones with pink eyes, though.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. I stuck my head like near the thing, and it like scratched and growled at me. So we had to give it away to.
Growled?
Yes, it growled a rabbit. So they had to give it away to a farm. Her
Must have
name
been
was
really
Patty.
intimidating.
We had like
Yeah.
so that was unsuccessful. We had guinea pigs, but my dad made us keep them in the basement. So we had to physically go down there, and we were just kids. So, of course, we lost interest in 2 seconds. And my mom kept them alive for 9 years by visiting
Wow.
them in the
Oh
basement every
my
night
God.
and giving them fresh vegetables. And we did basically
of course, Grum
nothing.
kept them alive.
Right. And my mom loved them. But I still believe if they were not in the basement and they were somewhere accessible, we would have been a lot more
Yeah,
involved, because we didn't even have
absolutely.
a finished
Yeah.
basement. So we tried all that stuff. And I would do that now, but
I
don't
totally
have the-
would.
I
love
love, right. I'm all pets. Like I'm like a pet junkie, but they don't know. It doesn't always work out. We
No.
had a hamster for 1.5 years, and that was a pretty long time.
But our dog Captain was obsessed with that hamster.
But Captain wanted to kill it every day and never stopped wanting to kill it every day of its life. So that was a bit of a debacle.
Like it would just like go to its enclosure and just like try to like
Yes, like
Yes.
scratch on the door. If we didn't keep the door shut, he would just go to the cage, and the entire hamster, probably 1.5 years, Captain never gave up on wanting to kill that hamster.
gosh.
God.
And it was like a big thing when that door would open. It would be zoom. I'm coming upstairs. And I am
Wait.
staring at his hamster.
Which one's Captain?
The
gray
gray
one.
one.
Oh.
Would you guys like have to like keep an eye out for him in case
We
like
had to keep Lori's door closed. It was a significant issue if Lori's
gosh.
door.
My
Yeah.
You had hermit crabs.
oh
Wherever
Oh
god
my
they
god,
went.
I remember. I can't tell you how many
So
times
bad. Love hermit
I
crabs.
begged my parents to get me a hermit crab.
Well, I did
They
what
lived
you're
for like a
supposed
week and then they
to
died.
do.
I have another
Right. Well, I
crazy
did what
story
you're
about these.
supposed to
Go
do.
ahead.
I followed the rules. I did all the research. I had the levels and the lights and all this stuff. And you're supposed to give them enough room to bury because they feel comfortable burying. Well, the problem is they literally spend all of their time buried, and you don't. I would sit up in the middle of the night. I had a camera on them. Once I saw one change shells, but it was like 2:00 in the morning. It's the only time they were
Oh my
active.
God.
And then our dog died during that time. We got 2 new dogs, and I think the hermit crabs were like, we're out, and they buried and never came back out.
Oh my
And then
God.
when I got rid of them, I'm like, I guess they're dead. I got rid of everything. I never found a trace of them, so I don't even know what happened.
Might have
Oh my
disintegrated into
We've
the
had so many pet
They could have
failures.
disintegrated into the thing. I remember when that camera, because then I remember like we don't have any like security cameras or whatever. Don't go don't go take it down our house. But like we have
Yes.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say
No,
that on a
we're getting a
podcast.
set tonight.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on a podcast, but I did.
I
so-
just ordered them on Amazon. Buy now.
But I remember me and Lori would try to set up because at that time, I think by the time we had the hermit crab and stuff, I started like getting into more broadcasting stuff. And I remember trying to set up the little Oswald camera or whatever we had and prop the camera in the window and try to watch Lori play football in the front yard on her own
Oh my
with the
God.
camera and the Wheezy or Wheeze.
I forget.
Wheezy.
Wait. Wise.
Wisey.
Wise, I
W-
think it was called.
WZIZ or
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was this little tiny camera.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tried to use it for many things, but it had like no audio pickup or it was
Right.
this
So
really
for
stingy
most important
camera.
matters, we put it on the hermit crabs.
The hermit crab camera.
I remember my sister's friend had a pig in Conshohocken.
Really?
Nowhere even near a farm.
You hear about that?
Yes.
There was someone around like my dad's house in Roxford that had a pig too in their lawn, and it
Yeah.
was like
Did it live in their
2 of them.
house like a dog?
I'm not sure. I think they said it was nice and cute and like fun to have when it was like little, but then like eventually when it became like fully grown, it became like a pain and like really nasty.
Do they like let it out and it goes out like a dog or in a
you
litter
can't-
box?
So
or-
you can train pigs to go in litter boxes.
What?
Can?
Which
We
I
should get
learned,
one.
which I learned because of this guy I used to watch on YouTube, Paul Cafaro or something.
That sounds familiar.
Yes, because I remember I used to want to buy his merchandise. I saw it on YouTube, but he like lived in his parents' house or whatever, and he lived in Florida. I had this fascination for building koi ponds and
Yep.
having pigs. So he had 2 pigs. It originally started with he built this exotic looking koi pond and he had 2 pigs. And the mom and the dad loved the pigs. But eventually the pigs and all the exotic fish and stuff that he had, he decided he was going to move out and buy a farm.
I remember
And bought
this.
this like
Yeah.
farm place. He's still on YouTube. I look him up every once in a while. And he bought this like house and I watched him and he did like weekly videos every Tuesday morning. And I would watch every Tuesday morning. He would get his video out and it was the next update on his farm. A random house in Florida. And it would be, I'm building the pig enclosure. I got some baby goats and now I have a couple tortoises. Or
At least
whatever.
he had a farm. I mean, that fits
Yeah.
versus the house in Conshohocken,
But the
and then
pig
the
Yeah.
still,
pig is
but the pig still,
oversized.
but the pig still
Was
lived
They
in
have
size.
like a yard?
They had a yard. I only saw it once. And it was in this enclosure. I swear it was probably at least like 150 pounds. It was huge.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And there
That
was
is
with
fascinating.
the living room was not very big too. Like it
Oh,
was
God.
pretty small.
You heard of people that have like chickens that live in their house?
Yeah.
Someone I know has
In-
chickens.
In the house, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure
what-
if
There's
in the
people
house.
that,
Yeah,
never
heard of
chickens
that.
live
Kevin.
inside the house.
One of my dad's like old coworkers, I remember we were over her house once and she had a whole farm in the back. Like you name it, she had it in her in her big backyard. She eventually moved. But like it was insane. She had a whole farm and my sister and I were fascinated. Like she
I
had
love
chickens
that.
running around.
And it wasn't like a
everything.
huge backyard.
It was a pretty big backyard. I
Okay.
gotta say. And it was in the middle of like
Right. So you need at
Doohickey
least
Bill,
a
New
big
Jersey,
yard.
like-
I could see that's really cool, but it's a lot to keep
Yeah.
with chickens.
Yes.
I love that in theory, but then
Yeah.
it's the winter and you have to make sure you have a whole
Yes.
hut for them that's heated and
Mhm.
all that stuff.
But
I
you
think
get-
bunnies.
Yeah, but you get free eggs
Yeah.
from them.
I know.
Yeah.
I would love to get chickens,
I had
but
a chick that was always me and Lori wanting a chicken
Lori
coop.
always said she wanted. I told her she had to start eating eggs, and she still has not agreed to that. But
Yeah,
you know,
I don't blame her.
But Marty, Dad is a hard no on committing to chickens because he knows he'd have to be the one to build the hut and deal.
Yeah, it's always the kids who want the pet,
And
but
the
then
parents
And me.
take care of it.
and the parents who want and then the parents end up taking care of it and becoming best friends with the
Right,
pet.
like my mom
That's
with the
exactly
guinea
what happens.
pigs.
That's how it is with was with our bird. My sister
Oh, I love your bird stories.
my sister cried and begged for that bird when I was away. So I was on this expedition for a week. I might have already said this on one of the other episodes. But
Expedition to where?
yeah. I don't know, we were kayaking.
Oh, that crazy kayak expedition thing where they
Yeah.
almost starved you to death. That
They
crazy
didn't
story.
almost starve me. I was a very picky eater, and the only
I
thing I
can see
really
that.
ate the whole week was cereal with brown sugar on it. That was it. That was all I ate.
For a
and-
week. I
I
remember this
know.
story. This is one of the craziest stories.
I know. And I came back and we had a bird in our house. And I was like, how the heck did this bird get in our house?
But you loved the bird,
Oh my
didn't
God,
you?
that bird was my baby. I loved her. My
Right.
sister cried and threw a temper tantrum and in an outback for her. She
What-
wanted the bird so bad.
What type of bird was it?
Canary.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah, I think my grandpa also had one as well, and we just called it pew pew because that's just the sound that would make.
pew pew.
We didn't even make we didn't have a name for it. That's just what we named it.
Pew pew.
Pew, pew.
Right.
And-
I can see you liking that
And I
too.
was on my grandpa's computer at their old house in Philadelphia, and I'm not sure why, but there was this long pole that his cage was attached to, and somehow it fell,
What?
and then just and my grandpa just walks in and
Oh.
just sees me on my side with the cage against my head, about to fall on the
Oh
floor.
my god!
Oh my God.
Save the bird.
The bird was fine. It was probably
God.
terrified.
Yeah,
I'm
me
worried
too. I
about
was like,
the
"How's
bird."
this story gonna
The
end?"
bird was probably like, what's happening?
Bird's like,
everybody?"
"I can fly, so this is really okay."
I wonder. We never actually let out. I wonder if if it would just like try to like fly away,
Yeah.
I would.
Oh, mine would.
Would you let your bird like fly around the room? Or how does
Sometimes
that work?
my mom would have to clean her cage. She would have to take her out and put her in her other cage. But sometimes, like when we would leave it open for like a second, she would fly all around our living room, and she would fly up in high places that we couldn't reach. And we were just like the three of us were all just trying to like corner her, and she just kept flying away.
I can
And she
imagine
bit.
that.
And she bit when, like, she'd like bite and peck at you if you tried to get her. Like, you could ask my mom. My mom, no, she was the one who suffered a beating from that
I'm
thing
sure.
when she got out.
Right, I would be terrified. Well, that reminds me of another failure was our butterflies.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
You know when
butterflies?
you know you can get those kits where you watch them, you start
This
them
was
off.
COVID.
Really?
Yes, I was
COVID,
like,
yeah.
we're doing butterflies, and you can grow them in this. They give they send you the net and the eggs.
Yeah,
or-
I remember I used to have one of those at my old school where I used to like
yeah, you can watch them. It's really neat, right? It's like this thing, and you can watch them grow. I'm like, this is great, and then you see them, and you keep them in the house, and they. But then, what happened with ours?
Oh,
Of
Kevin.
course, one of them's like wing didn't work or
Oh,
didn't form, so
that's a
then it
shame.
didn't have a wing, and you're supposed to release them as this pretty thing. I think one of them was able to actually fly off.
So how many did you have in total?
Butterflies like 4.
I don't remember the exact disaster, but I think only one of them was really right. And then you're stuck with a butterfly that isn't really fully formed. Oh my gosh.
It was quite
Just
fun.
another little pet failure.
You
of
guys
ours.
have been
Well, that was-
trapped with pet failures.
I keep trying, as you can see.
Yes, there's not like one time you're like, and I give up. No, I'm gonna keep trying and keep trying and keep trying.
You guys are just pretty much just one and done for pet like
just Stark
experiments.
Stark and dogs work.
Yeah, because
I recently did the fish thing again after many years, and that lasted about 6 months. But then it ended in disaster
I've
again.
always been interested in having an ant farm.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
just thinking about getting an ant farm. Like, you
what-
can send away, and like then you watch them do their thing.
Yeah, like see
So you
this
can
spike
get one,
collar?
and when Kevin's away, I can babysit the
That's
ants.
what I was thinking about. Brielle and I are going to share an ant farm. Then we'll bring it to Westchester.
Yes. Just walking around Westchester campus.
Kevin,
Ant farm.
Kevin, do you want to see our ant farm?
Yeah, I can send a picture.
Oh yeah, let's go take a walk with the ants.
Wait till you see what this one can do. This is what I've been doing.
Watch.
Waiting to see you. I'm watching these ants.
There's little peepers or whatever you
Yes.
rename.
Do you have to clean those things?
I don't know. I
Or you
was
just
because
watch
we
them?
have an ants outside of our house, an ant problem. I'm like, you know what? I would love to get an ant farm.
I still have a scar from when I got bit from a dog at my work. I was just like looking at my arm, and I just realized that
Oh no.
it like
That-
it's random. It has nothing to do with what we're
that's-
talking about, but I saw it.
No, sort of.
Well, yeah. Well, then actually, we were talking today. Me and AJ were talking about scars because we got down this rabbit hole.
Hmm.
I forgot we were talking about bike riding, and Jake's now staring at his body trying to find a scar.
I know I have one that stands out. I
Can't
just
beat
find
Kevin.
it.
But like, you have my like birthmark or birth scar, like when we did these surgeries, and I have that under my
Kevin has a
under
huge
my arm.
Yes.
And then
I
we,
have a
because
big one on my knee.
because we
wear
were,
it like a badge of armor, Kevin.
we were
I
talking
have one
about
from a fan.
a what? Uh-huh.
A
a
fan.
ceiling fan?
No, like one of those ones that like where it stands up and it blows at
An
you.
oscillating fan.
And one of the things that was covering the sharp part fell off, and I was sitting on my beanbag, and it like sliced my knee, and it's still there.
That's terrible.
It
Oh
was
my
awful.
gosh.
That's quite the horrifying learn
so
how to
bad.
Are you
fan.
afraid of fans?
I'm not afraid of ceiling fans. I don't love the stand up ones anymore. Not after that.
Make sure to put one on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
if you're-
Right,
Yeah.
don't go near it.
You don't want Brielle to come in this room. Let's put a fan in there. and then
No,
she's
don't
good.
do that.
Imagine just multiple fans surrounding her.
I hate you people.
I'm always like, scars are great. They're a sign of like what you've been through and
Yeah.
all that. They're amazing.
they're-
Unless you have one right in the middle of your face, and it's like, well, actually, I don't want that.
I used to have one on my like forehead when I was like until I was like 6 because my dog bit me.
Well, yeah,
least it
I
wasn't
have mine
That's
from
not
falling
that
off
bad.
from falling off the bike. It's still here.
Kevin,
Yeah,
I
that was
have one from
bad.
falling off my bike too, and it was on my knee for like the longest time because I was like going down the hill and then I flipped off my bike onto like off the way
Everyone has a bike fail story.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I like slipped off the curb and I flew off of my bike. And it was so bad. It's
painful.
It might still be there.
That's-
Yeah, it
It's
was
so painful.
And I was going really fast too, which like did not help.
No, that
Mine
is
was on the middle. Mine was
traumatizing.
on the middle of the Wissahickon Trail, and me and AJ were just reminiscing about this today because we were whatever we were talking about, and he goes, "Yeah, I saw the pothole. I said I was in the middle of the word watch out, and then you hit the pothole, go flying off the bike, and it was like one of those scrapes where it just like scrapes the upper level of the skin, so
Yeah.
like so painful. And we were in the middle of the Wissahickon Trail. There's no one in the general
But the
area.
funniest part is that AJ had the good sense to pull out his camera. So there's a picture of Kevin just in a heap in the
Yes,
dirt.
I think I've seen that picture.
It's great.
Yeah, but you have to show
I'm
me
not.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
on the
you have to
ground
show- you have to
dancing
show
and
that.
like wailing in pain, and AJ has
so
taken out
funny.
the phone to take the picture of me on the ground.
Well,
Did he ask to
it
see if
was-
you're okay?
He did.
Then he did.
But
So
it
he
was
does it
gravel.
first.
So the gravel was stuck. I had to take him to urgent care because there was so much
Oh
dirt
my.
and gravel because of where he was just stuck in the wounds and I couldn't get
Kevin.
it out.
Kid you not, this was the week
It was funny. The
that I
picture's
was trying.
hilarious.
This is the week that I was trying to not get injured before we went to Nantucket, so I wouldn't have to deal with any problems while we were there. So I'm like, oh, ride to Philly on a bike can't be that bad. And then I run into that, and I remember there's also a photo of me at Nantucket with a huge bandage, like a massive one, because you can only buy them like out of, and you had to bring this bandage along. It's
Yeah.
like on my arm, and the picture I have no shirt on, I have my swim shorts on, and a big huge boom right here is bandage, because if water touched this, it was just stinging, staring in pain.
Kevin, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have done the same thing that AJ did.
would have.
I have
Yeah.
a problem that when like people fall, I laugh so much I'm literally crying, and it's so bad. And then I'll like laugh at them, take a few like pictures if it's like one of my good friends, and then I help them up eventually, and they're like, "What the heck is your problem?"
As long as it's not like, me falling when I fell running and now that's awful, but no one was around. But sometimes it's a serious fall.
Yeah.
Not to say yours wasn't, Kevin.
Have you ever tripped over your own foot? I've
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I've done that in
Mhm.
public. It's so embarrassing.
It
Yeah,
is.
oh yeah, that's
Well, I
bad.
do.
I
when
trip
I'm-
over these Uggs like.
Well, yeah, when I'm wearing these Crocs, in the hallway, sometimes I'll take 2 steps and I'll like trip on my own foot and like catch myself like, that would be bad. There's a bunch of people in front of
Do
me.
you remember when we were walking around Conshohocken and I tripped on my Uggs like 3 different times?
Yeah, you did on the uneven sidewalk. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sidewalks are rough there.
Yes.
And I cracked like my screen protector. Like
I fell on my chin when we were doing years ago training them for a 5K. We did the couch of 5K, but I was already a runner.
Mhm.
So I was doing it with them, Kevin and Lori, and I was paying more attention to them and fell and hit my chin on the sidewalk. Ugh.
oh,
I had
my
the
God.
one time where I took, because in our neighborhood, the curbs, you ride your bike, sometimes you ride the bike
Yeah.
off the curb a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a bump, but it's not that big. It's like a small bump.
Yeah.
But we were out in Mom's old neighborhood where she grew up, like Wentz Drive.
It was
and whatever.
another COVID activity.
And like one of our COVID activities was everyone get the bike, put it in the dad's truck, and go to some random neighborhood or random place and bike around. So one thing that we did, I was like, these curbs can't be anything less like the curbs in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
They were twice the height, and I went off the curb and I got my leg stuck on the bike pedal.
Oh my gosh.
And I just scraped all the way down the back of my leg. And my pedal, some bike pedals, they're like sharp.
Yeah.
So you can like rest your feet in them, and I got caught in between my bike pedal and the bike. It was painful.
That's one of like the worst pains. Or like, do you know when the pedal just like hits like the back of your ankle?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty
Oh
bad.
my God.
or
Yeah.
a scooter when you pick up.
Oh
when
my
you-
gosh,
you
yes,
pick
the
up
scooter.
when you pick the scooter up,
Like,
Yeah,
and the scooter
and it
can
turns.
move so quickly it smacks your ankle.
Every
Your
time.
shins. Oh my
Every
gosh.
time.
Every time.
every single time.
Yeah.
You pick it up, and you can't ride. And I remember we take our scooters places, and you can't ride a scooter with Crocs on for
No.
multiple reasons.
You
What reason?
Kevin got burned.
Reason number one is that because you can't kick it well because your shoe will like start falling off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The number two is because you're going fast and they use the point of riding on the scooter and you brake with your back foot.
Yeah.
So you coast in a scooter. Well, I put my foot down to like do that, and I guess my foot started to slip out of the crock, and it was going so fast, and the metal burned my foot. So what I did was I just bailed. I fell off the side of the scooter. It was so
Only
painful.
Kevin would get burned on
a scooter.
Burn on a scooter.
Yeah, I remember one time I was on a bike and I was just like, I thought it was just like a small drop from like the sidewalk to the like parking lot, and it was like 3-4 steps, and I started to go and I'm like, oh gosh.
Oh my god.
How did that end?
I honestly wasn't even that bad. And I just started biking normally. I also almost got hit by a car on my bike.
Oh my god.
I almost hit a car on a bike.
Really? Like
Wait,
a parked car?
how'd you almost get hit by a car?
So
Yeah.
in front of my house,
Or
there's
no,
like a
almost.
very
Yeah.
there's like a really busy street and there's like a curve. So I
Yeah.
was trying to like go like diagonal across it to this other side, and then like I go like opposite direction of traffic and I jump off the curb and I'm trying to go, and then a car comes by that I didn't see because the angle, and then like I go into like with the side of the sidewalk, and then like the car like slows down, rolled out of his windows, probably trying to like lecture me, and I just right away.
Oh my god.
It is hard to see sometimes with
Yes.
positions
It
of
is.
parked cars, and it's scary.
I've biked almost into a car, like a parked car. Oh,
Of course
I
you have.
remember just like, I guess I'm talking to Dad or talking to someone else, and someone has to remind me to look where I'm going so I don't run into a parked car, which is quite
Yeah,
the thing. You don't
right.
want to. I know Mom did rollerblades. You were a rollerblade
Oh,
person.
Until
my
the big
God.
wipeout when
And the
my
wipeout?
mom did rollerblades, and she took lessons, and she was actually really good. And this was when I was
wasn't
like
bad.
in college or something. I'm like, that's fun, And I was rollerblading in a parking lot, and I didn't know how to stop, but I just dealt with it, get to the bottom of the hill and figure it out in most places. So I just never learned how to stop. But then there was a grate that like I could not avoid. I'm like, I guess I'm just going to try to go over the grate. No, totally wiped out. That's the last time I've ever been on
Oh my
rollerblades.
gosh.
My whole body was banged up for like 3 weeks.
Ow.
Yeah, so that didn't
I've
work.
never
But
put them-
rollerblades are fun. Do you
I've
guys
never
do
put
that?
them on.
I've
I
done
used
them.
to.
I think I've
Yeah.
only done them once. I've done ice skating more.
Ice
I would like to
skating,
go to
I'm
like
not
a
bad.
roller rink.
Yes.
You guys should go ice skating.
And I mean, I'm not sure
You
we'll
think
find
it's
someone.
fun now.
I
Wait,
mean,
like, what's the hickin'?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
they-
there is that place.
yeah, they do rollerblade now, but in the winter they do ice skating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I'm not bad at ice skating. I'm not. Usually, if it's been a while since I've last gone, it takes me a
You have
second
to get
warm
into
up
a
to it.
flow.
But I can usually, it's not bad.
I
You
would
have
be
to be
holding on to dear
fearless.
life.
You hold.
I
You're the
would
person
hold-
that holds onto the wall and just goes around.
That's
Yes.
me.
That was
Until
me
I
for
just
a
was like,
while.
I'm never doing this again. Because
I was
I'm
thinking-
too afraid of
They're
injury.
They're so tight on your feet. And
They're
if
not
you're-
comfortable.
They're not
They're
No,
comfortable.
not at all.
They're very uncomfortable.
And then if you fall and you're not against the wall, it's like you're just like this
You're
enabled
screwed.
body.
Yeah.
You can't lean on anyone.
And
You
you're,
can't
like,
lean.
moving your legs out,
Yeah,
just trying-
you're like, you can't lean on anyone. You're just like laying on the ground. You're trying
In
to
the middle of
stand
the
up.
night,
Yeah.
people are going by.
And some of these people are like good skaters.
Yes.
They're swimming around. They made like 3 laps, and you're laying there. And they're going like, "Help me, help me," because
they
I
won't
can't
stop
get
for
up.
you.
I mean, because you can kind of get up on your own, like.
But
the
it
middle.
takes a lot.
Yeah, it does,
does.
take a while.
And like last time I went was in December, and I only held on to the wall for a little bit, and then I probably fell at least 15 times home,
Right.
and I like had like a bump on my elbow for a little bit because
Oh my god.
like because when you feel like you're about to slip, you kind of like panic a little bit.
you
Yes.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's hard.
I always remembered I never knew how to stop like Mom with those. I never knew how to stop, but I did know how to run into the wall at full speed.
I've done that so many
Run
times.
into the wall at full
Yeah, I've
speed.
done that a
And you
lot.
hit that wall and you go straight to the ground after you hit into the
Yeah.
wall normally. If there's no little ledge to grab on.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my
Right.
god.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was I think I'm gonna have to wrap this one up
Mhm.
now because we've gone for a long time
This
at
has
this
been long.
point. Mom, for if this is the last one we do, it might not be. I might be able to get Duncan to do one, but there's not many days left in the school year. So Mom, thank you very much for coming and joining
Yeah,
us
thank
all.
you.
Thank you. This was so much fun. Really appreciate everybody. And thanks for having me, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll do probably one more. I might be able to get one more of these in before the end of the year. So with that being said, I am Kevin Flannery alongside Jake Pearsall, Brielle Glodek, and my mom, Wendy Flannery. Have a great night, everyone, and we will see you sometime soon.
Bye.